Let me know if you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Oh, for these streams, these like when I do these Abe streams, it's just me streaming to stream. I don't particularly have a topic. I'm just here to chill and talk to the chat. I'm not really here with like anything particular in mind. We'll probably kick it for like 40 minutes or so. Laz might join us later. I was just in Laz's stream. We're talking about Act One of Wano and stuff. Yeah, we just aping. We just chilling, man. Well, what's good, you know? I do have like one thing I want to talk about. I'm gonna wait a little longer, just because like I want to address it. I was making his own stream, but I might as well just say it. But yeah, man, just was streaming with my brother Laz, talking about Act One greatness of Wano. A fun time. We went for a while though. Like, whew, it was like a almost 2.5 hours, something crazy like that. But yeah, how y'all doing in the chat, man? I need to like pull it up on my phone. Send out the hangouts to Laz. But yeah, because like, yo, Hunter fans have been like super upset with me lately because we've been trolling them. I feel you think about like fan bases that make me laugh is that I feel that like they're all bad. Like, don't ever get me wrong. Like, One Piece fans are like they brain dead. But I always felt like I don't know if you guys feel this way. I always felt like Hunter fans. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever played like Kingdom Hearts. They're like Zemnis on the highest chair of Organization 13, looking down on everyone. They're like, I always found Hunter fans extremely condescending. I'm talking reckless. It is what it is, right? But let me mod you. But yeah, like what Togashi's been doing lately, that ain't it, Chief. That's not it. Are we going? We're gonna have an open dialogue about this in a second because I got a lot to say about it. And I keep this energy for anybody who's creating like a graphic novel, whatever the case may be. Yo, Fairy Tail fan base might be the GOAT. You might be right. Fairy Tail fan base is the best, man. Let me just send this out to thingy. But man, talking about Act One of Wano now has me hyped for the new chapter. Did you guys? I don't know if you guys be watching the anime for One Piece, but that Sulong episode, that was it. That was it. Call me Sonic Fox. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. I'm on my Sonic Fox gimmick. Carrot looking nice. Okay. But yeah. Right? Carrot was looking. Oda might have awakened a sleep some sleepers. That was funny. It's crazy, man. It was great though. But anyways, let me kind of talk about this because this is like it's hard. It's a little hard for me to say this, but it's weird for me to say it's more than it is hard because I don't like telling people what to think, and I don't want you to like not be able to express yourself, right? But a lot of times, like people just be unqualified to speak up on certain things, like for real. Like you just shouldn't be speaking about it. Like stop. But you know, free will out, free speech out. It is what it is. Sorry, I'm just going through some text. But okay, so here's what it is. All right. So, like I said, I don't like to like say people aren't qualified to express their thoughts or opinions on stuff, right? But it bothers me sometimes when the topic in question, the person has done no research or they haven't studied it. So long as you don't know this, but like I like what I did in school a lot was like, and what I excelled in was things related to literature. So like English, I did a media studies, film studies, philosophy, writer's craft, a mystery craft. And one of the classes that I had to take in post-secondary, which is like college or university, depending on where you're from. I don't know how it works for you guys. A class that I had to take, it was a writing class where we learned to write for different types of media. So like a script for like a movie, a script for like a play, for graphic novels, for a TV show, for a novel, whatever the case may be. And in doing that, we actually had to study the medium itself. So I had to learn things about film, like different types of camera shots, things I didn't know about. I had to learn things about the graphic novel medium, like composition and the way you make your pages and stuff. I had to learn about like animation, the rules of like bounce and stretch. And I actually have two in particular close friends to me who are animators and or graphic designers, and I have shadowed them at work. I see what they do. If I don't know if you know about that movie on Netflix, it's called I think it's called Gen 10. I can't remember what it's called. It was like it's like this Asian girl with like purple hair, and she had like a robot. And I don't know, they're like doing stuff. One of my friends worked on that movie, and I got to see a little bit of what he was doing. So it's like kind of when I'm touching upon things like animation and such, I know a bit. Like I've done research. I've followed some people who do it, right? So when it comes to Togashi right now, understand next gen maybe what it's called, yeah, right? When it comes to Togashi, right? I'm not saying Hunter's trash. It's not trash. Hunter is good. I'm not telling you can't enjoy it. I'm not even telling you the dialogue that he's like writing is not engaging or interesting or not important. My issue comes from him literally breaking one of the golden rules, which is show, don't tell. And all he's doing is telling you. I'll keep the same energy for any graphic novel, comic, manga, whatever you want to call it, because The Wicked and Divine was something that I enjoyed a lot. So it's an Image comic book, and there was a chapter with 8 pages of just black panels with a date on it, and that's unacceptable. That's whack. I'm not trying to watch that or read that. Like I hate that. That's garbage. Like what is this? So Togashi has entire panels of just white background and text. And I'm like, this is whack. Like the way you tell a story is almost as important as a story. A lot of you guys are Togashi Stanleys. It's okay. Like I'm not talking about you guys, but for the people who are annoyed, understand that like if you tell a joke, you could have at the heart of the joke a good punchline or a good joke in there. But if your delivery is bad, people won't laugh. So you nerd-splaining and narrating everything that's happening to me all the time in Hunter x Hunter, to me, is not fun. If this is a novel or a light novel, all of my worries go away because that's different. Writing for a novel is different than the way you would write for a medium that's art and literature, if you get what I'm saying. So, stop telling me that I'm stupid. I've low like reading comprehension. You just can't understand the greatness. Like, no, I just don't want to read all this nonsense because a lot of it can be simplified, and a lot of it is just like, bro, why are you doing this in a manga? Can you draw something? But anyways, you should care about your what's up, Sam Adam? You should care about like these kind of things to me, because like if you keep letting him get away with it, he gonna keep doing it. And listen, there's nothing wrong with being a fan. I'm not telling you not to be a fan of the series. I'm just telling you that ain't it, Chief. That's not it. But it is what it is. Like I expressed earlier, I don't want people to be like they can't express their point and opinions on it. You could like it, but I'm just saying, as a mangaka, to me, as a viewer and a reader and a consumer, that's unacceptable. You want to know why I love Samurai Jack so much? Samurai Jack is like the ultimate animated show I've seen that is show don't tell. Jack could go through a whole episode and maybe say like 2 words, like 2 things. He won't say like much won't be said. But the way that they show you what's happening is through the visuals, through the actions, through the emotions. You're getting a whole story told to you without them sitting there like, okay, and then Pito came, and then he felt the king, but then he knew ground. Like, bro, why are you telling me this instead of showing me? Like, get out of here with narrator x narrator. I don't want that. I want to see it. I don't like this. So that's where I'm coming from. Personally, like Hunter's still raw, Togashi's still raw, but damn, I don't know about all of that text. That's crazy. Samurai Jack is a masterpiece, and I agree. The Heart 97, 98, 96. I didn't. The ending kind of left me. I'm not gonna spoil it. The ending kind of. I didn't agree with it, but damn, that was one hell of a journey, though. It was really good. But yeah, Yoshida dropped the chapter with no text, and not even notice until the end. That's cool, though. Like, you could do that. I think that works because it's like you're telling the entire story with just the images. Like, I doubt a lot of you guys read East of West, but I believe issue 22 was like almost pure action for the entire issue, but a lot was told through just the pictures, the paneling, and the action, where you could tell a story. You could tell a story through action. I don't know if people know that. Like, I'm gonna tell you one of my favorite franchises. Like, that's in hindsight, like Pirates of the Caribbean, submit. I love those movies, but only the first one's a good movie. The rest of them are like, I don't know about that. I don't mind the original trilogy, but 4 and 5, yo, throw that shit in the garbage. That was whack. But as a pirate stan, as a rum head, as a pirate lord, I gotta rep my pirates. You know what I'm saying? But the fight with Will and Jack in like the was they in Will's shop where he's a blacksmith? Like that. That fight is so good if you really see how much of their personality is being shown and whatnot through the action itself and stuff. So Pirates of the Caribbean made you dodge One Piece for years. What's up, Virgo? Current art is partially a mystery subgenre. I don't know, man. Like, it is what it is. If you know, you know. It's like Void has said. If you know, you know. But yeah, like you can do a lot with action without having to say too much, which is why I like generally I will prefer a story that shows me more than it tells me. Text is cool and stuff, but it is what it is. But shout out to Samurai Jack, is the big goat. The Chimera Ant arc is great, but that took about 9 years in the manga. Yeah, quit. Oh yeah. So a lot of people don't know that like I've been around reading Hunter. I'm a dinosaur, right? So I'm like old as shit. I've been around for a minute. I got into Hunter around like the first hiatus around that time. So like I had to experience all those hiatuses. So like, yeah, that arc took a long time to finish. It took a long time. And I don't know, bro. Listen, I understand it subverted this and it did that. It's such a unique shonen arc, this, that, and the other. I feel you guys. I understand it, but it just came a point where I don't like being treated that way. My experience of the narrative is just important. So it's like, it got annoying. I stopped caring. And then when he started scribbling and narrating, I'm like, okay, no, we're not doing this. I like York New more too, because it's fun. And I like the election arc because what's his name? What's his name? Partisan? I can't remember his name. That nigga is hilarious. I love him. He's like the chick of troll. You play everybody, and one is like, I don't want to be fucking president. I'm out. That shit was fun. I loved it. It's gonna be great. But I do think that like watching like a Hisoka and Corolo in the anime would be a lot better than it was in the manga, because I think presentation is very important. Personally, I mean, maybe you don't, but it is what it is. Greed Island is cool too. I actually do like Greed Island a lot. Lizard, that was fun. I wish more authors would do pirates in this story. Are they scared of Oda? Yeah, you're not gonna supersede Oda in the pirate category. So they're gonna do ninjas and stuff. I feel that. Yeah, I feel that. But I'm gonna when Togashi inevitably goes on his hiatus, I'm actually gonna reread Hunter, not all of it because I'm not in the mood. I want to reread it from the Hisoka and Corolla part, or whenever the Dark Continent stuff starts. I'm gonna reread it from there to the current part and see how I feel about it. Because a lot of y'all are like, "You stupid ape! Reread the fight. How could you not like it?" I'm like, "All right, damn. Okay, all right. I'll get chill on me, man." I cut up right after the fight with Naruto ended. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah. So I'm gonna reread it and give it another chance and see how I feel about it. I think they should do like an OVA for something cool. It'll be fun. People be yelling at me at DMing me stuff. It's getting to the point where like I was slandering like Kid a little bit. Like I was poking fun at him, and they gave me like panels like look at what he did with the repel, and Luffy had to turn into a small form. I'm like, bro, don't DM me panels. Leave me alone. I'm gonna reread it for this, but don't expect much. I'm a ape, so my opinion might not change, but we'll get to it. I'm gonna give it another chance because it's been a while since I read it, so it is what it is. But yeah, I don't know. I'm so tired and old. Mostly dialogue. Yeah, that was like my problem, Blue Pheasant. It was just like it was so much text for this fight, where I felt like I was reading more than I was seeing action. So, but yeah, I don't know. They're not DMing you. I'm just other people like be DM. Yo, somebody DM me Tower of God spoilers. I was so mad. Oh my lord, that was crazy. Yeah, that was like, come on, leave me alone, bro. Just because of the whole BAM thing, which that's over, by the way. Like, I ain't addressing that argument ever again. The whole BAM ranker level stuff, like, we got validated with this chapter. This argument's done, so I'm not bringing it up ever again. Really, like, we'll probably still talk about the action. Obviously, it's still a series, but like reducing the series to just is BAM ranker level is disrespectful to SIU. The story is better than that. I'm not doing it. Yo, I think it was Tien low key. I do think it was him. I think it was him, but I was like, yo, I don't want to be like, all right, I can't just accuse him with no evidence. As a Phoenix Wright stan, I must have the evidence before I can, hit you with that accusation, So I need evidence first. I didn't know who it was, but yeah. That gimmick is done. This ain't Dragon Ball, honestly. Yeah, like, reducing this series of Tower of God to just meathead action. Nah, it's not. Not it. Yeah, I don't think it was him, but it is what it is. This arc in Hunter x Hunter is the most wordy. Yeah, incredibly wordy. Yeah. Bro, I was gonna watch the stream. No BAM. No, yo, you know what's funny about this too? BAM is one of my favorite main characters ever, and one of my favorite characters in Tower of God. And people are like, "Yo, slandering him." Blah blah blah. I'm like, so I can't want my character to go through some hardship where it's like, I love BAM. That boy. Shout out to BMC. That's my man. I like him. I know a whole video about like BAM's growth physically and psychologically from the beginning to the end. Like, I wouldn't make that if I didn't care about him. I love that dude. He's great. But I'm not gonna say it was him, but it is what it is. But yeah, it's just like you have to understand that, like, I just like, for me, no one is sacred, nothing is sacred. Like, I'll slander anybody or any series. I'm not safe. I get slandered. No one is safe. Nothing is sacred in this world. Like, you gotta lighten up a little bit. It's just like, people be taking stuff a little too seriously to heart. It's like my perception of reality isn't warped by like fiction. Like, I got bills to pay, bro. Like, this is just manga. It's not that deep. Sup, Austin? I'm not an ape, man. I'm a gorilla. How do I feel about Urek? What do you mean? Urek's cool. I love him. He's that dude. I'm not gonna slander Urek. I like him. That's my man. He's fun. I like him. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if people know this, but like, I feel like I may have said it before. It was like, I'm the kind of person. It might be my comic book upbringing, whatever it is, where I always like goofy, silly stuff. And something could be bad, but as long as it's fun or cool, rule of cool, I'll kind of like accept it. You know how like a lot of like One Piece fans hate like how Kaido's like, he be off that Henny pack. He's like, oh, I don't like this. This is like Big Mom, blah blah. I love it. It's like, I like when a lot of the more serious, strong characters don't like have a stick up their ass. They're like goofy and fun. But end of the day, he will take that club, put you to sleep, bro. That's what you did to Luffy. Like, come on. But yeah, say the street fact. Erection. Ah, shit. She got. Oh shit. Oh, all right. You got me. You got me. Yeah, Urek's cool, man. I like Urek a lot because he's mad powerful, but I felt like the tower so far, he's not jaded. A lot of the like people like Gus Dang is like, if you're not one of the 10 great family heads, you can't stand on our level, a bug's a bug. He's kind of let that power cloud and his status go to his head to the point where it's like we're just better than the average bear. Where Urek will look out for the little guy like Hell Joe because he sees some potential in him. You know what I'm saying? Like Urek's a cool dude. You kind of a fuck boy because you be trying to text all these girls. Yo, give my man some play. And he's fun. He's a fun dude. He's around. His shit with Garam was cool. She's like, I'll forgive everything. And he came out like, I know I'm supposed to be every girl's hero. Like, I like him. He was even willing to give like Karaka the wings if you're like worthy and stuff. Like Urek is that nigga. I like him a lot. Bam or Luffy. Bam for death, Luffy for hype. Luffy's a little more exciting to follow, I would say. Bam is a little more layered because Bam is a dynamic main character and Luffy's a static main character. So I like them both for a lot of different reasons. But Luffy is actually not one of my favorite main characters. Like even in Jump, my favorite main character in Jump is probably Gintoki. Then maybe Oga. Like I have to think about it and go through all the shit I like, but like he's not my favorite main character even in Jump. But I do like Luffy a lot. Luffy's one of those characters that I like. I have a hard time rooting against him. I always want him to like win in a sense. Like when Luffy arrives, I'm like, yes, let's go. But yeah, Gotama, man. We respect Gotama in this house. In this part of the woods, all right? Can't wait for it to come back in Giga Jump, man. I'm fiending. Yo, Urek needs to get Garam. We need that. Actually, I'm hyped. Yes, I do read Kingdom. I'm caught up. I want to say initially I had read Kingdom a little bit, like 4 or 5 years ago. In hindsight, I thought I was a lot further than I was, but really I wasn't that far in Kingdom. And I reread it earlier this year to kind of catch up and be part of more discussion and stuff. And I caught up, and I do like Kingdom a lot. It's dope. People were like, okay, yo, you started Kingdom, but be patient. Read 200. When you reach the 200 chapter mark, that's when you should like, that's when it gets good. I'm like, you really thought I was going to sit here and read 200 chapters of some mid? No. Kingdom is good from the first chapter. Like, come on. Kingdom's raw from chapter 1. Like, what are you guys talking about? People were worried I was gonna like drop this series like in 10 chapters or some shit. Yeah, I'm on Twitter, dude. It's like it was great. Like my favorite arc is the first arc. Like Reconquering Kin is my favorite arc. Yotan won the Mountain Apes. Those are my people. We them apes. Let's go. Big go. Because I don't subscribe to the idea that like okay, so for me personally, right? When I read a series, what I would usually do is, depending on how long it is, I will give it a certain amount of chapters. So let's say something like Ippo, it's in the thousands. I feel like I can't read 80 chapters and be like, oh no, Ippo's trash. I could be like, I'm not into it. I don't want to keep reading, but I feel like you don't have the right to truly judge Ippo only 80 chapters in because you haven't seen anything yet, right? So for me, I would give it at least about 200, 300 before I'm like, okay, am I in, am I not in? That's how I am with that, right? But that being said, I honestly believe if you watch the first episode of a show or read the first chapter of something and you read it and you feel no reason to keep going, you're completely justified in not continuing to read or watch said series. You don't really get to critique it because you haven't seen anything. You can't be like, well, One Piece is bad. I read the first chapter and Shanks is a dumb character. You don't know Shanks. You haven't seen much of Shanks. You've seen a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't get to critique it to that degree because you haven't seen enough, but you're justified in being like, I wasn't feeling it, so I'm dropping it. So for me, when the first chapter has to have like an iconic moment, a character, or a plot thread that gives me incentive to keep going, it doesn't have to blow me out of the water with the first chapter, but it has to be, it has to be cool. What's good, Laz?
Yo, what's good, man? Just make sure everything's all set up properly. Oh man, I'm tired.
So am I, I'm tired.
Oh, man, this life gimmick is not it, man. It's not even Calvin today, man. It'd be like Jahad himself, man, just coming out here and like just snagging your boy. But it's good, man. So what are we on right now for Ape 2?
I'm just right now. I'm just talking about like, okay, so let me ask you the question then. So like, when you read a series, right, or watch a show,
All right.
how far? I was talking about Kingdom because people were, when I got into it, people were like, be patient. You got to get to like chapter 200 and then it gets good. And I'm like, Kingdom is good from the first chapter.
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about? And I'm basically saying that like, while I don't feel you have the right to critique a series if you don't get to a certain landmark,
right?
If you feel no reason to keep going, you're justified in dropping it. It's just like, okay, if I read one chapter of One Piece and say I don't want to keep reading it, you could do that. That's fine.
Yeah.
But you don't get to be like, well, the story is poor. You don't know. You read one chapter. It's like how. So for you, like, how do you see that? Do you have do you have the 3-episode rule? Like, how do you see that?
Before, you know what, the 3-episode rule used to be a thing, or like let's say for chapters, right? So let's say, for example, 3 volumes is what I normally do, because I feel like the 4th volume is where it kind of already bridges the gap to where, okay, now you're enjoying more because you read it. So for me, it's like 3 volumes, like something like, for example, Shaman King. I read like the first 3 volumes of it. I liked it, but it wasn't something I saw myself investing in, you know, to keep going into it. So I kind of left it there. But normally the first chapter is very crucial, because that's going to tell me whether it could be something I'm going to truly enjoy and see myself keep going with, or I need to see more of it. But I know for a fact that's not a good, I guess, like, you know, for starting chapter, because you're going to literally wait until more is built up. And I think if you can nail a home run on the first try with the chapter, then it's like, you already know you're in for greatness afterwards. Very rare that you're going to have a series start off really great and then just tumbles down to being trash. Bleach, Naruto, you know. So there's your outliers right there. But it's just like, for those series, yeah, definitely, like, you know, for anime, I would say 3-episode rules definitely it. For manga, 3 volumes, so equivalently like 30 chapters, I would say. And if you're not liking it, like if you say, like, let's say for the first 3 chapters, the first chapter you don't like it, whatever, like, I don't have a problem. It's not an issue. But if you come out with something blatant, crazy, saying like, oh, you know, it's not what I was expecting, like, bro, you get into a series, no expectations. Don't expect nothing. Don't expect, you know, Martians or nothing. Just read it and see where it goes from there and stuff. So that's my thing.
Yeah, like, so like I say, for me, it's like I'll kind of tally, like, so like for Ippo, I said for me is like, okay, if Ippo is about 1,000 chapters in, I don't think I could read 80 and be like, well, I think like you didn't read enough of Ippo to really know what it's about. But at the end of the day, if you read the first chapter and felt no incentive to continue, I think you're justified in that matter. But I don't like the rhetoric of people being like, okay, you got to get to Enies lobbies and then One Piece is good. No, it's not. One Piece was good from way before that. Like, no one's trying to read 400 chapters until something good happened. Like, no one's trying to do all that. So I'm not with it.
You know what I mean? Like before, I was always of the mindset. Let's say, for example, for One Piece, right? I feel like if you're not feeling the emotional connection to something like Arlong Park, which I feel is like the real first time, like that's where you feel emotionally invested into the series, drop it. If you don't feel like you got that, don't drop it. Because I don't understand, like, sometimes when people will be like, they get into a series, they don't care for the main character as much. And I know it's not a problem really, but it's like, I kind of wonder, like, well, why are you here? Why are some people here for? If you're not here for the main guy's story, you know what I mean? But it's like, for that, it's just like one of those things where, like, you know, for One Piece, that's how I look at it. But then sometimes I go, like, if you don't like Syrup Village, you should drop it, because I feel like Syrup Village is it's underrated as hell with the Kuro stuff. You know, Usopp's character, you know, saying like, regardless of my dad was a pirate or not, like, I'm still proud to call him my dad and everything. Like, how dare you like slander him? Like, shit like that, I absolutely love. So like, if you don't like by Syrup Village, like, something wrong with you. Like Orange Town, bro, with Chocho, like. You know? That's my dog, man. And then like something like a Tower of God, which I'll tell you this right now. I dropped Tower of God way back, like 10 chapters in, because I was like, the art, I'm like, I'm trying my hardest. And then it's like, okay, then like a year later, I give it another second shot, and I'm just hooked after season 1. And then just like, man, this is goats. You know what I mean? Like, now I got the reread coming in, and now I appreciate way more and stuff. But I think it comes down to also the seasons. And the way I mean seasons is like, you have to wait for the right time. Maybe not today, it's not for you. Tomorrow might be. It has to like hit a certain mood for you to be in that.
Because I must have taken. It took me a couple of tries to get into Gintama. Gintama wasn't a one read I'm in.
Yeah,
but in hindsight, I think I need to get a lot more manga under my belt to revisit Gintama to get a lot more references.
Yeah, and everything that's going on, like any like references, like any like sometimes the Japanese stuff, I'm like, when you give me like Will Smith and shit, then that's where it's raw, bro. Like concert being like Will Smith, that yo.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So the Tower of God got me pretty early. I feel like a good first chapter will have, like I said, a great character that you're attached to, an iconic moment, like putting the hat on Luffy's head, iconic, right?
Yeah.
Or a certain plot thread that you're interested in. Like you got to get something to give you incentive to make you keep reading. For me, for Tower of God, I don't know. I didn't really get that with the first couple of chapters. For me, though, I feel like every series has a hook, a moment where you're in.
Yeah.
All the way in. It happened really early for me for Tower of God, and that was handsome use examination. I thought that test was fucking brilliant. I was like, wait a minute, you just choose the door in 5 minutes, yes or no? That's it? Yeah. I was in. That's all I needed. I'm like, yeah, I love this. I'm good.
That's tough for me what to say what was mine though. Because like I think I missed that question once we asked about this in the last podcasts we did for Tower of God. I forgot. I think it had to be something with Kun. I think it's the fact that like one of the things where like, you know, him kind of talking about like his relationship with, you know, his sister and stuff, and then like, you know, something that he was missing in his life, and then when he saw like Bam and then like Rack and all of them, it's like that was a moment for me to change where it's like just seeing his character kind of evolve from being someone who was just kind of alone and had really no idea what to do with himself to finding people that he wanted to be with. I think that was like my hook. So that was probably around like the 40s or 50s, somewhere in season 1, somewhere around then. But then I think one of the first early hooks though had to be Rack, because bro.
Yes,
that's a goofball, but I love it, bro. It's his season currently, so
yeah,
you know, we gotta praise him.
Yeah, I feel like every series has that moment. Like it's different for most people, but like I feel like everyone has their hook. Like for me, I was enjoying One Piece from the jump, and I really like Baratie, but like Nami stabbing her arm over and over with the Arlong, that was where I was like, yo, I'm here forever. 11-year-old me was so emotional. Like, what is it?
I think for me, I pulled it back even more was the Zoro thing. Like I know people think I joke about it, but it's like, yo, legit, this man got milli rocked by a little like by a dagger, man. Like not even a dagger, like literally the knife you use to cut your meat. That's what this man used on Zoro, and he got washed. And it's like he realized that there's like massive gap from where he is to where the number 1 is, and now you see where that climb's gonna go. And like him saying that he's never gonna lose again because he doesn't want to dishonor his captain. He doesn't want to make his captain look like a joke if his right hand isn't like at least capable of holding his own. Like that in itself was beautiful because he's always putting others over himself. And I know it's like, you know, trying to have like some kind of a confidence in you, but it's like, dude, when you're part of someone's crew and you're down for the captain, that to me is loyalty, man. It's like, yo, I'm not taking no L's, man. So that Zoro's my goal from there, man.
That was a big moment. You know, I don't know if I ever said this before. You know, I didn't like Zoro for a long time. I didn't like him at first. I wasn't a Zoro fan until I would say Logtown was the first real scene where I'm like, okay, I'm starting to like this guy. But beforehand, I wasn't a Zoro guy.
Yeah, it's weird because it's like I liked because at the beginning, right? Like Usopp, I was like really liking too, and Serve Village. The stuff with him and Luffy early on, I thought was dope, but it wasn't like okay, but that's my man's. Like you know what I mean? But now it's like I look back, that's my man's, and it's just like, but him and then you know Nami going in there and doing her thing during Orange Town and stuff. I really like that little dynamic, but. Yeah, so Zoro shot up to number 1, and he's been there since chapter 52. There's been so many amazing characters that came through, but man, it was just like next level for me, man. But even like Sanji's been, you know, going back, I can't lie, but already like he was so great.
I feel like he kind of had a better intro in a sense to me.
Yeah,
like because that was probably I would say Sanji was my favorite for a while until Crocodile. Crocodile was my favorite just the first time I saw him. I was like, yeah, this is it.
So is he still your favorite right now, though? Just to clarify.
Yeah, Crocodile has never not been my favorite character since the first time I've seen him. It's never changed. He's number 1 always. The 3 to 5. They switch around. Top 10 gets switched around because for a long time, Bon Clay was in my top 10. And not that I don't like Bon Clay, he's one of my favorites. Just with the introduction of so many more characters like Sabo, unfortunately, he got pushed out. But yeah, like Zoro for me for sure though. Whiskey Peak when he fought all the bounty hunters, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is it.
Yeah, I was just like, yo, this man's coming out here. He wants war and stuff, and like, bro? When he pulled up on was it Miss Monday? I think it was. Right when you said by bare hands, he's just like, yo, I don't need swords. I'm just like, yo,
the muscle head. That was great.
Yeah, he's like, yo, body hair and everything. I'm just like, bro, he doesn't care.
That fight was creative because he was running around. He like cut the circle. He was trying to learn his new sword. Like, oh, this is a problem child. Like, I didn't tell you to cut that. Like, climb up the ladder. He just threw them off. Like that was a creative scene. I don't think that's underrated. Like that's an underrated action sequence. It was really good.
Like honestly, like the anime did a very good job to Whiskey Peak, honestly, because I know some people always think like it's kind of slow and like it takes its time, but when it gets to the action scenes, man, it's very well done, honestly. Even they handled too like the Luffy and Zoro moment when like they're like about to go at each other, and then like you see it was Miss Golden Week, I think it was, and the booger dude, Mr. Six.
No, it was Mr. Five is the guy with the one woman on me. Miss Golden Week's one with the paint. I can't remember.
But someone that levitate things
with the tons. I can't remember. But yeah, like when they came through,
he's like, "Yo, get out of here! Like we're fighting! Like shut up! Like
what are you guys? Yo, can we talk about Mr. Five for a second? Because I hate him so much.
See, I'm with you there because it's like that's such a beautiful fruit if done properly, but this man uses it for boogers.
Why?
Why? Like, dude, like you have literally like literally sheer heart attack.
Miss Valentine. Miss
Valentine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's crazy too how like Zoro comes back full circle afterwards with the conversation he has with Mr. One, and he's saying like, you guys offered me a position at one point in time, but I only wanted if I was going to be the captain. And it's like when you look at that moment, it's just a raw moment for him knocking those guys, but then it makes sense because like he was offered a spot and he's like, nah, like
I'm good. I can't be. I'm not a leader. I'm good. Yeah. But yeah, it's great. It was great though. That was a great sequence. Like I really like Alabasta though. You know what really got me for Crocodile? I guess what really got me is like I know Luffy took his people forget that he really took his first L in Logtown from Smoker. And the dragon saved him. But like in hindsight, I'm like, Smoker, you're from the Grind Line, and you really bullying pirates in East Blue with this Logia ability? Like, come on. I don't want to give it too much credit.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Did he use the GTA? I'm butchering the name. GTA.
Yes, I believe he used it on
Luffy. Because it was the first time he said like why like as like it's stopping his powers and stuff. Yeah. So it's just like I don't know. I think if he's
bullying the weak,
yeah, but it's just like I don't know.
But Crocodile having defeated him for real like twice actually was an
eye opener, man.
And like he had a pretty intricate plan because a lot of times I think about it like if he had in hindsight somehow gotten details on the Pluton,
the
dance powder resided in a desert country where it doesn't rain, he'd have been virtually and obviously not unbeatable, but he'd have been virtually unstoppable because beating him in the desert is very hard for anybody. I don't care who you are. In the desert itself, it's hard to beat him.
The only thing I can see someone, let's say like Doflamingo, is if he has the clouds around him for the strings, but even then, I don't know what's going to be doing really much. Because if he's stuck, because the thing I've always been on the mindset that if Crocodile is awakening, if he has the awakening, that he can do something where he can literally drain like I don't know if it makes sense, but like drain the air, so literally just fuck up the quality to the point where you can't breathe.
That would be crazy. And then fire, you can't use fire. There's no oxygen.
Yeah, exactly.
You've seen that with like a little bit with like Caesar and stuff. And then because I remember the actual I had to take it down because I actually didn't tell anybody this. I did get a copyright strike. I got one. I did. It's gone, but I got one for my very, very, very first video because it was all panels. I took it down. But that video was like, is Crocodile an awakened Devil Fruit user? He's not. In the end, I said he wasn't because there's like scenes where you see him using like the dryness and like Impel Down, he'll use it, but like the metal parts of the wooden door wouldn't turn to sand. I made like a whole case for it and stuff, but like if he had like demonstrated some really good Devil Fruit mastery like a long time ago. And I'm like, if he's awakened now with the hockey stuff, he'll be a problem. So I don't know. Crocodile's just always been my dude. When he came back at Impel Down, I lost my mind. I was like, yo.
Yeah, too, because you pay attention to the cover page stories and stuff, because how he was there and everything. So you knew like by some point in time we were gonna have to run into him. I was surprised that we didn't get to see Arlong in there.
So was I.
Yeah, so it's just like I don't know. Like I mean, he's like he got executed. Like he's just chilling there. But like, why wouldn't we not see him? Like it would make sense of all the guys that Luffy locked up, literally being there. Let's say if Don Krieg got captured, he's there, or Gin's there. Like you know what I mean? Like. I don't know, it's very weird storytelling there, unless like there's gonna be more to it, and maybe who knows, maybe he's one of the people that broke out during Dressrosa when that bounty hunter was talking about. I was like level 6 dudes that got out. I don't know if he would consider level 6. I mean, he might just because he's Fisher Tiger's like old acquaintance and stuff. So
yeah, it's great though. Like that, I think Impel Down to me was one of the arcs where I felt there was never a dull moment ever.
It's weird because I see it's weird. I didn't even have to give this the reread it deserves. I like it, but when I see people say it's a top 3, top 2, maybe their favorite arc, I'm kind of thinking like, okay, what do we mean? Because yeah, it is like the in between setup, in between Amazon Lily and then going into Marineford itself. And I know it's a great setup into Marineford, but I take it almost like how I feel with Sabaody. It's an amazing arc in terms of giving you characters and people who are going to play vital roles in the later parts of the story. And I feel like Impel Down again is like literally the launch pad to going into Marineford. That's how I view it, as a launch pad. And a launch pad is cool, but top 2 or top 3, it's top 10 arc possibly, but top 2, top 3, it's like that's where I kind of like I start to question like what we mean by that, because there's a lot of great moments definitely in that arc itself, like Blackbeard rolling up in there like being unexpected and stuff, hearing about the Kaido and like Shanks thing going on, Luffy getting like the hormones and stuff, Shiki reveals thing about him like actually being canon and stuff, and then like Luffy revealing that he is Dragon Son and stuff, and then Ivankov actually want to help him, the breakout, all that, like the Boa stuff was cool, but it's just like
I don't know. It's in my top 6 for sure. For me, I feel though, but like I had too much fun. That's the thing. Like sometimes for me, the most important thing for me at this point is to have fun and enjoyment, and I just enjoyed, like, I felt like there was never a dull page, never Buggy. Then it's like, all right, we're just because of
you and Buggy too is dope.
Like boom, we start making everyone from Baroque's work coming back through Crocodile, Jinbei, finally meeting him. Magellan, my dude. I
can't lie, man. He washed Blackbeard's crew. That's crazy. If he didn't have that antidote from Shiryu, man.
And Bison with a sword.
I was gonna say this. I was gonna say this in regards to oh shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. Damn, you know what? Keep going. I forgot.
No, just like Magellan is one of my favorite characters. Yeah. How do you before, if you remember what you remember, just bring it up. But I kind of want to talk about this too, because I almost forgot to bring it up. How do you feel about like the whole canon stuff? Like, does that bother you? Do you care about that stuff? Does that, like, people? I've seen enough people tell me they would actively avoid any filler, any movie, any special because it's not canon.
Okay, so if I'm the first time me getting into a series, I would, because like I'm here for the story. After a certain point, it's like, okay, I'll definitely go check out the filler, because it's like I feel like, and this is very weird. Say I'm an anime only. I'm looking at the filler and stuff, and there's some wild stuff that goes down, whatever, and I'm taking that as fact. That's where it becomes the problem, where it's like the non-canon material, or like as you say in the filler, right? Then people using that as fact. And I think like if you're watching through like say the anime, then that's where my problem would come in. It's like, say you're saying like I don't know, fucking Usopp does something like the Daddy Masterson stuff, right? Like putting on like another level for Usopp or whatever, and be like, no, that's not canon. Like, I know it's fun, but it's just like there's no merit to his like talent or whatever. Like stuff like that, I would have a problem. But if you're reading the manga, I don't see where filler would come into the mix. Like everything here is 100% canon, like, But the filler itself, it's like if I'm enjoying One Piece a lot, I'll definitely like I was like early on, like Alabasta. I was watching them fillers, man. Like A's robbing that place or whatever, like with the damn lizard like thing. Like, yo, that shit was lit. Like I love it. He's like, they're asking like, yo, like you want to work with us? And Ace is like, what? Like he smoked on sight.
Yep.
So I love the fillers. Like there are parts of the fillers I do like. I think the only one I didn't like, because I felt it was kind of like and stuff like post time skip, like the in between stuff, like that giant girl who's like, she was like really tiny and she becomes big giant. The stuff in between Dressrosa too, I felt was kind of like unnecessary as well. I get like you're trying to space things out, but it was just like comes to like where you're trying to space it out, but make it enjoyable. And there's some parts, I guess, post time skip, I just was not enjoying filler. So
I think when it comes to me, right, was like, it's not like if I'm having a discussion, right, and I need to be like, okay, well, Luffy did this, like he learned Gear Second because of movie 7. I'm not gonna because that's not canon. But it's like to just ignore it and never talk about it because it isn't canon, to me is ludicrous. Like, have some fun, bro. Like the movies are enjoyable, they're cool and stuff. It's like Film Z is one of my favorite movies. I watch Film Z. Like the only other movie I probably watch as much as Film Z like today is Moana. I watch Moana way more than I should. I love that movie, but like I watch Film Z all the time.
Okay, but that's crazy. I mean, Moana I haven't seen either personally for me, but I know Film Z I like a lot. I've always been a big fan of Strong World because of the One Piece with Luffy and like Nami, their whole dynamic and stuff. The question like his or like her judgment or basically like how like she was kind of handling things, and then like when you get like the end of the message and stuff within the movie, it's just beautiful. Not to mention Shiki being from the Roger era was definitely dope. But Zephyr definitely is somebody I like don't give appreciation enough. Definitely, like his story too is so like awesome. The fact that he was a kid growing up wanting to be like like a hero and stuff with justice, and then it's like all the bad stuff that happened to him. Like I think it was his kid and his wife got taken out while he was away on a mission, and like he lost his arm. So like again, like stuff like that. Okay, so an example, like saying like this whole war, like because I know that's caused so much cancer in the community about like, oh, but there's a warlord out there who took us Zephyr. Like, bro, until in the manga panel, that's the story. But like there, like I get it, completely for fun. But then there's people who really take it like to the next level with the agendas, and it's just like, no,
relax. So Blue Feather said his favorite arc is Amazon Lily, which is interesting. I never heard someone say that before. He said because it was a fun arc and I enjoyed Luffy's characterization. Also, I like to see Luffy away from his crew and seeing him make tough decisions without them to intervene. That's interesting. I'm happy that you ended up enjoying film Z Shrek Savage because that's my favorite One Piece movie. My favorite arc is like, if I could cheat, can I say the Water 7 Saga?
That's all I'm gonna say too. Can I do that too? Can I do that? I can't. It's like I can't play Ennis Lobbies. Like, bro, Water 7 connects. Like,
yeah, like if I get to do the whole thing, like still Ennis Lobbies at the end of the day, but like if I get to put, like I understand. You understand. I enjoyed Water 7 from start to fit. Like I'm telling you guys, like the Davy back fight was like some of the most fun I had in One Piece. I love Foxy, so like that shit was great to me. I was having a blast reading and watching Afro Luffy, man. Then Zoro and Zoro using like his no sword style, like the games. Foxy, no, like yo, that shit was fun.
I'll never forget the day when I was really catching up with One Piece, and I remember reading on like one manga and like the power of the blacks. And I'm like, I looked at him like, there's no way that this man put this in the manga. Come on now. So God bless the biz, man.
Where's the lie? I was like, hey man, Afro Luffy is amazing. It was like the first little like hint of like what's to come with Robin, and we met Kuzan, like a first admiral.
First admiral, yeah.
Like there's a lot to like there. Like it was great, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely like Ennis Lobby Water 7. Water 7 has I love Water 7, man. Yo, Tyrannosaurus is a top tier animal, okay? A little rat that Iceberg walks around with. I love it. Just, why did you name it Tyrannosaurus? That's just a great name for him. I love it. Yeah.
But I don't know, Water 7 was just amazing just in general too. Like I remember like one moment that always sticks in my head, and I know like I joke about this with Recon like crazy, but it's the CP9 moment. Remember when Robin's like walking around Water 7, she's all happy and stuff, and then like especially the anime, because like the way the music just cuts and you just see Blue Rock going by like CP9 and I'm like, yo, what is going on here? And I read it the first time and I'm like, no, like what the hell is going on, bro? Some government officials and shit, and it's just like it really did set the tone from being like, so because the thing is like I like from like something like Final Fantasy 15, like how they have like those like they have like a place that's literally like Water 7. So like when I get to see something like Water 7, and to me it's my favorite island of islands that I've seen this far in One Piece. It's still my favorite from the design standpoint. I get Skypiea, the whole Sky Islands and stuff that's going on. Wano could end up taking the spot for my favorite island, but dude, that island is so flippin' beautiful. Like just getting to see like all the like the water, like how like almost kind of feels like Italy in a way too, of like how the water rising and stuff, and they don't have to be careful with the currents, and then like that's just so dope, man. And they have shipwrights really. I feel like that's where like shipwrights really got the respect they deserve during that time.
Afraid of pirates, none of that stuff.
Yeah,
like, oh yeah, you can't dock there. That's not for
people to strap away, bro. Like that.
yo, Water 7 greatness. And then like there's a lot of moments that I really like. Like you remember when Luffy tried to copy Kaku and fucked up and fell in the water? I'm like, why would you do that? He like jumped off, bounced off, and hit himself and fell in the water. That was funny. When they were like on Luffy when he was on the bridge and they're just sitting on him, he's trying to hold himself up. Like there's just so many little things I love on the arc. But one of my favorite parts of the arc too is Sanji. When Sanji was wringing his shirt out after the thing with Robin, and he goes like, "A man will forgive a woman's lies," because he didn't believe what Robin was doing. I like that. I like that line a lot.
Yeah, when he was a chopper and stuff walking away, right?
Yeah, because Robin, that was a dope line.
Definitely. I mean, yeah, he was. Yeah, I put the emphasis was dope.
We're not doing this. Not today. Not today.
Oh man, I know. I'll put the agenda aside.
All right, but yeah, man. Like I said, Water 7 to me is not the hook for One Piece. You should enjoy it before then. If you shouldn't be reading 300 chapters or whatever, or something you don't like.
Yeah,
for that. Another season. I got into it quickly, but I didn't like it the first time. Was Reborn. I don't know if did you finish Reborn or you watched the anime? I think you told me.
I still got like 10 episodes left. Every day I say to myself, Laz, I still got 10 episodes. Finish it up so I can start the manga, and I just don't. Like it's just one of those things where like the life gimmick came into play. I thought I was changing like crazy, and I'm like, I'll get back to it, and then it's just
That's me with the Breaker New Waves. You know how long I'm like, all right. I'm like, all right. I read every time, like, all right, time to catch up on the Breaker, and I just don't. I don't have a reason. I just don't do it. I just haven't done it.
Like for me, it's like my brother, like, because he reads the Breaker, right? So I tell him, okay, once season 3 or whatever it is, like the new one that comes out, I'll check it out. But like I keep hearing no news, so I'm like, I'm not gonna read something that's on hiatus or like wait. Like let's say for example, if I had not gotten the Tower of God and it's season 2 ended, we don't know when season 3 is gonna happen. I don't know if I would get into it because I would need a confirmation of when that's coming out, so I can literally dedicate my life force to it. You know what I mean? So it's like one of those. But then again, Tower God, I couldn't do that. Like even now, if we go on break, it's like I'm learning Korean. I'm whatever the word's called, Hansol or Console, whatever the hell it's called. That's getting learned. Like,
no, I've read The Breaker, not The Breaker New Waves, because there was a point where the MC, I can't remember what happened because it's been so long. He like lost his chi core or some nonsense like that. Had to regain it, and I said when he gets it back, I would reread it or whatever, and I just never got back. I just never came back. I'll do it one day, I promise. But
that's not it.
On my own time, like Laz said, sometimes you just gotta be in the right frame of mind to do something.
Yeah, man. Like I mean, like for me, like right now, like I'm reading Soul Eater. I've wanted to read that for years, but I just didn't find the right time to do it.
You liking that though? I see you reading that. I love Soul Eater, dog.
I'll say this right now, man. So in my head, it's like 2 in the morning. I'm like, yo, I still gotta read volume 9. And then I'm reading through this, bro. And then I got to the end of I think it was chapter 39 with the whole stuff what happened with BJ. I was like, dude, if it wasn't 3 in the morning, I would have literally tried and read a couple more volumes because there was no. I was like spooked out of my mind because, dude, if there's one thing I will appreciate from Okubo is that the fact that it's a boy or girl. Just clarification.
I think it's a dude.
Okay, so with Okubo, like with the way his paneling and I guess like the way his I won't say colorization, but the way he kind of draws and stuff, basically, like when you saw like the moment during the Brew arc where like Soul had like the piano and stuff, and like the dripping of like the dark madness is coming and dripping down on him, like all that looked just so flipping beautiful, and it's just like it just really like when they say like the madness, it captures you, like you really feel invested into it, and like the way like. Guess like the fight structures are really done as well. Like I like anything between like Mifune and like Black Star are all like 4-star classics minimum at least. Like they never disappoint. And then I'm trying to remember like the BJ stuff. Like when he got smoked, I was like, because I know what's going on with Stein. I know like the fact that the madness is taking over. But I'm like, there's no way he actually went through with it. And just like the stuff with Medusa, I hate Medusa, but at the same time, I respect her as an antagonist because she's doing a phenomenal job of it.
Yes.
Chrono does not deserve what's going on with him, and it's just like,
oh man, and it's like the psychological and mental manipulation is so clear because
that's good. It's just not like she's just being a shipper. Like the way they talk about it, it's just well done. And then you see from like Maka's father, I forget the homeboy's name, Albert or whatever, right? Like with him, it's just like he as a parent, like we know the thing was going on with him, like a single father and stuff. It's like, yo, he feels that. How dare you say that stuff about Chrono? Like, I'm just going to throw him to the side and stuff, because you're useless to me if you're not going to be a tool. Like, what? And it's just like, it's not just like saying like one word and being done. They went in with that. Medusa just don't care. Like, and I was so livid, bro, when I saw like that color page with the snake and the dog. And I'm like, or no, the one where I think it ended volume 7 or 8 where like you see like the pipes after we thought she got smoked, and then you just see the snake coming out. I'm like, she's alive. Like, why?
Those vector arrows and stuff. Can't get rid of her, yo.
I'll say this though on one character because I don't want to talk about her at all, even though she kind of raw, but I really don't like her name, and you know who I'm referring to, Arachne. Okay. We're done with that. So, yeah, great villain, definitely on her side. I'm really excited to see more of her group, which I'm not gonna say the name, but definitely, yeah, it's hitting so far, man. Like I was invested by the time we got to the Black Dragon arc with Chrono versus Death the Kid, but after that, man, I'm hooked. I'm probably gonna read more volumes later, but
Who's your favorite character so far?
for a while, like when I was getting into it, I would say Death the Kid and Maka. Black Star was really coming up. Like I like my thing with him. It's like I know he has that god complex. Like he wants to be like considered above the gods and stuff. And I was kind of like you know, bad guy, you want to be strong. But man, listen, it's funny as hell because I actually own the pop figure for it. But yo, Soul Eater Evans, man. That's my dude. After Brew Arc, I was like, yo, that's my boy. This guy could hold the piano, like the drip and everything when he was like walking. I'm like, yo, this guy looks so clean.
Death the Kid is my dude.
Yeah, like that for me is like number one.
Symmetry with the he shoots with his pinky. Yeah. That's my man. That's my favorite. Then I'd say probably Shinigami.
Yeah. Yo, he's funny, bro. This is like the one portion I got to where it was him and Justin Law because they was like the headphones and stuff all the time. So he's like, he hear him and he's like, yo, I need you to translate everything I'm saying by lip reading. I'm like, huh? He's like, he's going like long ass sentences, and then like the guy is like, yeah, I need your help. You know, like it is really cool, though, man.
It's that's what he's one like Okubo Tsuchi, one of my favorite artists because like you said, like the capturing the madness, the way that it's shaded and stuff. It's so good at getting that intensity and stuff, like really good.
Yeah.
And in addition to that, I really like the way I don't know, just the art style is just like it agrees with me. It's just really good. Like I think that he's actually improved it in Fire Force. I'm not gonna go so far to say Fire Force is a better overall work. I'm not gonna go that far. I am enjoying it on a similar level. Yeah. But definitely in terms of his artistry, he's improved a lot, I would say. And to make so many cool abilities related just to fire, I don't know how he's done it. Like he's come up with some things I didn't even know fire could do. I was like, okay. Yeah.
I think also too, like if I look at like the fact that I think Fire Force also is a weekly series and like with Soul Eater was a monthly in Square Enix, so it's like you see like obviously he has more time, I guess. Well, I don't know if it really has more time, but like because he's on more deadlines, he has to like really refine his work. And the fact that he was already at the end of his time with Soul Eater, so he already like mostly mangakas they've already either perfected their art style or they've hit the level that they wanted to come the end of the series. So like I feel like he had that advantage as well going into Fire Force. I still need to peep more of it because I read like 20 chapters before Hoodstream dropped it, and I was like, I'll wait. And then I heard now about the anime and everything, so I don't know. I might wait for the anime, see how it goes, and then hopefully it doesn't get the Soul Eater treatment because when I was trying to get into Soul Eater years ago, I watched 13 episodes. I watched up until I think close to Black Dragon, and then I heard that it goes completely in another direction after episode 38, and I'm like, yeah, that's for me, like for filler. If you go completely out of your way, like almost like the OG Full Metal Alchemist, I would be like, nah, like I need the whole story. That's why I'm watching it.
There's things to like in the anime, but it's not the way to go. Like, definitely. Like, have you seen the Excalibur scene? Because I saw you like saying he's like the biggest troll. Because like from United King,
I remember like way back early in the series, like in the anime and then especially the manga, like you get that chapter where Black Star and Death the Kid are going to see him, and then it's like you get him a hero here. I'm like, yo, what's wrong with this dude? But I heard the thing is, I wasn't spoiled, but I heard that he is very important in the story for whatever reason. I don't know.
I don't know nothing. I don't know anything.
There you go. That's all I know. But all I know is that apparently what I was told that he has mean panels. So the fact that he has mean panels might be top 5. So
you know that's going on. I'm glad that you're reading it and enjoying it though, because like I've held Soul Eater and Higher Guy for a long time. I gotta finish Tokyo Ghoul actually.
Tokyo Ghoul, man, it's so great, man. Like the OG one, I think honestly, like when it comes to Ishida, the way he kind of like handled like I guess like his paneling and especially like the way I guess like his characters were like kind of like how they presented, they're a lot more defined. Whereas like in Re, like you feel like in ways it's everywhere, and I guess because the amount of action that is happening, so it's very hard to kind of like capture what's going on. But
I can't follow his action. I don't think he does a good job.
Yeah, because that's for the first Tokyo Ghoul like part. Like he did a great job with it, but then it's just like because I think he added so many things afterwards, it's like I can't comprehend it after. But
I can't tell who did what first, what's happening, where. It's just like,
like even I used to do reactions first. Sometimes I'm like, wait, did he attack That's just like, okay, that's enough. I'll wait until the final chapter.
Somebody's impaled, I guess. Okay, you got hurt. Like it's just like it's like a poneglyph. I'm trying to decipher what's happening in the panel.
When you relate the dialogue itself, though, it's actually so good, man. Because like really how like he fleshes out his characters and just like it's in a way like also kind of like foreshadowing events and like kind of like telling you little things that are going to make sense eventually in the story. Just that I need to set up layers first before you get into the meat of things. Even though I do like, I'm not gonna say too much into it because I know you haven't finished it, but there are things I definitely think that she left out.
Okay, I actually have already seen a lot more than I should have because of we follow Raze. Raze is a Tokyo Ghoul merchant.
That man, let me just say this real quick, man. This man, like Orphe does, he twerks for Horikoshi. This man does it for Ishida. Yeah, I promise you that right now. If you ever know about Raze, that man is a goddamn twerking merchant for Tokyo Ghoul. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's his like his goat, So, but it's man, it's cool though. But what's your favorite arc so far, Soul Eater?
Okay, so the Brew arc was amazing. I like because I hold in high regard a lot of arcs that involve trains because of like Conan has one of my favorite arcs in manga because of a train. Flipping Kimetsu no Yaiba had a really damn good arc with the train and stuff, and just like I like the train stuff there because it really sets up things that are going on. It's tough because it's like I think it has to be when Asura came through that arc. I think the anniversary arc I think it was called, right? That to me I think is still my favorite because of like. You had like Maka trying to do everything she could, trying to get an understanding of what Chrono's like mindset was, and then just seeing like what he went through growing up. Like this kid did not have a normal life. And there's one panel I put in my thread for Soul Eater is that you saw a panel where like there's like a beach or like has like no ocean, it's all sand and stuff, and it spoke volumes about Chrono's character. Like he's literally been walking around in the deserts. Literally with like no mindset, no goal, no nothing. And she literally it just means just empty. Like he's empty literally all the time. And like Maka kind of realized that by seeing this kid playing around with a circle and the dirt and stuff. Like it's just and then like you get like the fights with Medusa and Stein, which I love Medusa's like fighting ability with like the arrows and how like pushes directions and stuff. Like that thing was like arrows are cool. Like one direction and just like he'll kick and stuff. I'm just like, yo, that's crazy. And then like but Asura's awakening, man, I screamed. Okay, so like what happened was like I seen that they're like talking about like if they got the injection inside the bag, and they're like, oh, what's going on? And I look down the panel and I just see this man encased in black, just like looking down. I'm like, what? But then he's out here like some weird ass like humanoid like thing with no skin, and he bodying Black Star and Death the Kid. I was like, yo, this guy might be the GOAT. And then like him fighting Shinigami, bro. Like he's telling them like the thing is I kind of have an idea that he might be his kid or whatever. I just like it hasn't been said, but it's because I look at Death the Kid and I look at his hair strands and I'm like, yeah, that's his brother. Like you can't put that over my eyes. It's just now it's like what happened? Like now I need to know what's going on. But yo, Astra, look, he doesn't show up. He doesn't do. He just right now from where I'm at, like I haven't seen him much. That's my fella, bro. Astra, a big goal, bro. I don't know. He does nothing, but he's goal. Like.
Yo, that sorry, someone's blending. I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know if it's mad loud, but like the artistry that he used to display like Maka's loneliness, like the way you said it, sorry, was like, I feel like that was Togashi. He would have taken a whole page to tell me why. When a picture is worth 1,000 words.
Yeah, exactly. Like you don't need to be paying pictures. A picture tells 1,000 words. Basically, that like the whole saying that makes complete sense with Okubo. And that's why I appreciate Okubo's like writing and stuff. The fact that like you don't need like there's only like one part where I did like is the whole before Soul was like playing crazy on the piano. Like there was like 2 pages of just dialogue and stuff. But the way it was presented and done, I like that because you had like the madness kind of like intertwining, and it's like you're really seeing whether or not he can kind of control his senses and everything. And that in itself makes sense. It's not just a white text square. Like that stuff I like. That was really dope.
Really good, man. I like that's I want to see, bro. I want you to show me, not tell me. Don't nerd explain it. That's what I want to see. Because I spoke about Hunter earlier. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
Hunter. Wait, with
the obnoxious amount of text.
We don't get into that. we're definitely not talking about freaking man having a little conversation and then text like nah. And introducing 20 characters. I'm good. I want Camilla. I don't need 20 other whatevers like just popping up. Like, nah, man, I'm good.
bro. I don't know about that guy right now.
Yeah,
But,
I'm waiting till it goes back on hiatus again, or whatever that magical panel thing is gonna come down. Like,
yeah. But yo, no, I didn't hear the new Earl yet. I think his album got announced. I didn't see it yet.
I heard that one track he put out. It was mid.
That other one was bad. Like,
I didn't like it.
That wasn't it, Chief.
I was kind of disappointed because like I heard he was gonna be on Vince Staples' album, and I'm like, it's like a 20-second interlude, and I'm like, that's
Is he? I never actually listened to Vince Staples, to be honest. Like, I've heard him on songs, but not him like by himself.
Yeah.
So like,
I Big Fish Theory, like that album, like it's good for me. That's like a 7 out of 10 album, but it's more because I like his flow, and he could rap, but it just depends on what the setting is.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel honestly with it. But Vince is cool. He's not someone I'm gonna be like, oh my god, he's like the next Kendrick or whatever. But he's dope definitely when it comes to his flow.
I feel it. I'm gonna listen to the song soon though. Vince, if you want in, hold on. You come in if you want. We're just chilling. I'll probably go for like maybe a half an hour more or so. Cause I honestly, my farm is waiting, bro. Stardew Valley been hit. Stardew Valley's been hit, bro.
I know I got this Caliban gimmick in like probably 15, so I'll stay through for a little bit more.
Yeah, cause where the hell is the damn? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Stardew Valley, and I hate games like that, and Harvest Moon and Animal Crossing. Cause I just lose the hours of my life in the day.
I know, like I forgot who it was. I think it's Zaki. Like I know, like he loves like Harvest Moon, and I'm like, sure. Like, are we sure about this, bro? Like Harvest Moon. I'm like, okay. Like it's crazy. I don't know like, what other. Like I'm trying to think what other games, honestly. Like for me, like because I'm just waiting on like Smash to come out so I can actually get online because I miss doing my Mario Kart streams. I miss that so much.
Oh yeah, because we're not buying online until until Smash, bro. I ain't buying it.
Discount, bro. Hey, bet. Do that up, man. But yo, Smash can be fire, bro. Falco gang.
Falco guy.
I like Falco a lot, man. I feel like that's my guy. I mean, like I know, like not a lot of people like to use him because of the speed element. Like he is like very quick and stuff. If you don't know, like I guess like understand the canon, the mechanisms of like how he moves and everything. You don't like time that properly, you get flexed on. But like I've always loved speedsters, man. Like I know it'd be easy to put Sonic, but Falco, my guy, man.
Sonic players are the bane of my. I hate fighting Sonic players. Go, because like there was a time where I took Smash 4 a little more seriously than I needed to. I was going to locals and stuff.
Yeah,
I won one local, but I won with the asterisk because the guy who usually wins wasn't there that week.
So he would have, he would have ran the fade.
Oh my goodness, yeah, because that was like I don't know how long you ever followed. Like back then, like Diddy Kong had this like down throw up air combo that killed you like that early. So like fighting Diddy was annoying. So like I couldn't beat his Diddy Kong. But
I remember like he was broken back. Like even I think still now he would probably end up being one of the more broken characters, just given like what we've seen of him like in the other games, man. I always love playing as Donkey Kong too, just because like I love power based guys and just like him. It's just like I don't need to know like no crazy combo. Just let me just down pat like hit the guy like when he does like the little thing like this and just start shooting him. Like like that's all I care about doing with Donkey Kong.
Yeah, yeah. I used to go to so many locals. I used to always watch like the Smash, like Zero and Nairo and all those guys playing the Buzz, whatever. I used to be really into it. I kind of lost it. I don't be watching. I don't be following. But once upon a time, oh Lord, Twitch. I'll always just like trying to learn. Because I was a Rosa player. I'm a Rosa player, right? So they hate me because she's kind of thief.
Right. Okay. For me, that was like with Tekken too, because now like with Tekken, especially how big it's getting over here in the West, it's just like I've always seen like people like playing it, so I'm like on like different like matches or like tournaments and stuff. Like I know they recently had one in Canada, in Toronto, and like I heard that one was kind of like because like they didn't know how to like promote stuff.
I think Get on My Level is one of our biggest ones in Toronto. I think it's called. What's up, Vince?
What's good, Vince?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a Rosa. I play Rosa. Then like I like Ness sometimes because Ness is brain dead. I could autopilot Ness, right?
That's funny. I like Ness too. But, like,
and then if you have a throw kill, sorry, I want to throw that kills.
I feel it.
Like I like Falco. Sonic definitely is up there as well. That's one like I like to use. Meta Knight, I tried with him before, but I'm like, you know what, man, I like to stick to one person because I feel like if I start learning too many people, I'm gonna forget a combo with certain characters. So
no, I was let me think. Like Rosa, like any character that I've used in the previous game, I usually always like. So like in like 64, I was the Fox guy, so I was like Fox. Melee, young Link, gotta drink that milk, get your calcium up. Even though I'm lactose intolerant, I can't drink milk. Pit and Brawl. Then I picked up Rosa in this one. I like Corrin a lot too. I'm a huge Fire Emblem fan, so I use Corrin a lot.
Yeah, I use all the Fire Emblem characters. That's all I use. Like Roy, Marth, Lucina. That's all I do.
Yo, if you got a sword and you're from Fire Emblem, you get them used.
Yep, facts. That's it.
Ike too, man. I used to play a lot as well. That was my man.
And Corrin, when Corrin first came out, the counter was so broken. It's like I could count you like 8, and you could die from an attack. The her dragon counter, foot job waifu. So bare feet.
I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of a hot take, but Brawl was my favorite game. Just casually, I don't play competitive anyway because I suck.
But that makes sense if you're casual.
Yeah, Brawl was cool. Brawl's my favorite one.
Well, I have like my old N64 one, like the first one that they were putting out. Like it still runs pretty well.
It's too unresponsive. I can't play that damn slow ass 64 game. I can't play it. Melee's so cool. It's fast and stuff, but
Melee's cool. I use Fox on Melee. Fox and Marth.
Yeah, young Link for me, man. But yeah, this game definitely out of respect, I gotta start with Kirby. Okay, Kirby got away.
Big Kirby.
Goat.
Let's go.
Out of respect, I'm gonna start with Kirby. But once I seen my Belmont, because I'm a huge Castlevania fan, I'm like, yo, Richter getting played. I don't care how bad he is. Richter season.
I still gotta watch Castlevania, man, because like my brother finished it up too.
Same, bro.
But I heard like
it's
different from the characters that we see in Smash. Like it's a different story, or like how does that work?
What do you mean?
I heard like basically for what happens is that in Castlevania it's told from different generations basically.
Oh,
so okay. Does not follow like Belmonts and stuff.
Okay, so Castlevania animes or whatever, like it's good. It's I can't even remember what game Trevor is from, because not the first game. The first game you play Simon Belmont, but Trevor's story takes place before Simon. And they drew from his game. They drew a bit from that one. They drew some stuff from Symphony of the Night, which is like the term like Metroidvania.
Okay.
So half of it comes from that game. If you ever played a Symphony of the Night, it's like the Metroid and the Vania part comes from that. So they drew stuff like that. Like there's so many little things in there that like make me happy. Like Dracula has like a save point in his castle, right? Like Trevor will find like an upgrade or whatever you want to call it, but he finds it in the wall, because in the walls in this game, like you whip a wall. And then you like find chicken or something for upgraded for your health and something like that. And actually, like you're gonna see in like when you watch season 2 or 1 or whatever, one of the characters that Alucard fights like pretty early is the first boss in Symphony of the Night. I'm like, oh, like there's so much love and homage to the game that I like it. So
the director of Castlevania said he's gonna redo Berserk too, so I'm hyped for that.
Yeah, he wants to work on that. I mean, if you give him the rights, man, to make a Berserk out.
Hey, he be 3 for 3 on Demon series. That's his shit.
Because I mean, he also did the same guy did Devilman Crybaby, right?
Yeah, those ain't he'll be 3 for 3 on fucking Demon series.
Yeah, but I think Devil May Cry as well, which I'm really excited for that, because like I still need to finish. I'm almost done the first game because I'm trying to get into it enough so I can play the 5th one that comes out. But I've heard like if they're gonna do a story, there's like at least 3s. They currently have a story. I don't know, like I haven't like on that team. So what do you think? Like, what would you say? Like, if they're gonna do like an adaptation for Devil May Cry? I mean, I know Devil May Cry. Like, yeah, Devil May Cry. Like, what would the which one we think would be the best option for them to do?
My bad. I was watching the video that Voice sent me. I don't know what Earl was doing in that video, but Devil May Cry could work. I'm not. I played all of them, but I'm not like I wouldn't call myself a stan or a fanatic or whatever. So Yeah, like I played them all, but I don't think my knowledge is up there to really be safe. But I think it could work though, because I didn't think the Bayonetta one was horrible. It was okay. I don't know who made it, but with the amount of love and care that these guys have for like the source material, like sometimes like I hate when like with DC. Sometimes I'm like, yo, do you guys even read these comics when you like if you Google top selling Batman comics, I feel like they all pull from the same stuff like Dark Knight Returns, but I'm like these guys like made a Castlevania. I'm like, yo, if y'all for real. Definitely have love for the series because there's so much homage in here, even though you're doing your own thing with the story. Mm. So, what was the other one? You said you can do Berserk?
Yeah, he wants to work on Berserk. If he can give him the rights to Berserk, he wants to do an adaptation for it.
I mean, he can't get any worse than what just came out. I mean, he can't do any worse than that. So, it's all good.
But the Golden Age movies weren't bad.
No, they're not. That's what I'm saying. But like that new anime, like, bro, just.
Yeah, even like the 97 they did a good job with as well. Like when I watched
that one is amazing. I think that's the most underrated shit of all time, to be honest. What's up there? Well, most underrated
Which
shit
one?
of all time. The original 1997 one?
I actually never watched it. I want to see the scenes. Never actually watched all of it.
What makes me appreciate that a lot is the fact that they have like the like the bloopers and stuff. Like so they have like the guys like just joking around with certain scenes and not giving a shit whatsoever. They use some funny ass stuff like Griffin saying some wild shit. And then you have like at the end with like sometimes at the end of the anime you have the guy like going on monologue like, oh, gotta get out of the studio and stuff. Like he's like breaking kayfabe, like it's crazy.
The OST is really good. They the atmosphere, the character, like the fight scenes were never gonna be nothing crazy to begin with. But I thought they did a really good job of capturing the atmosphere of what Muro was trying to do.
Yeah, definitely.
Mid-Zerk. Mid-Zerk.
Oh, yeah.
At the end of the day, he's like, it don't matter.
They don't come out, so I don't care.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'm okay with the. I want to see the Devil May Cry one, so that would be interesting. Are they planning to do more Castlevania? Because I would like to see them kind of transition into Simon and stuff. That would be cool, and Richter eventually, like Rondo of Blood stuff. So I don't know if you're gonna keep doing more Castlevania stuff. I feel like based on the way it ended, I don't remember if they got greenlit or not for the season. I don't know.
Because I've heard rumors they're supposed to do a season 3 after, because like the first 2 seasons did very well for Netflix.
Lizards say we don't appreciate the shitty CGI. Listen,
the only CGI that I thought was kind of cool is Castlevania when I seen the first episode, and kind of Ajin, but the manga is still better.
Yeah,
but I didn't mind it as much.
I mean, all I know is people say there's a Kingdom anime that don't exist.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Oh my god, that shit is funny.
You know when you go to like Crunchyroll and you look for an anime and it doesn't show any episodes, it just shows the page. That's what it is. That's like
it doesn't exist, bro. Whatever that is, it's just like
wait, you put your GameCube in water and it worked. What? That's crazy.
Smoking buffalo, man.
Psycho said he has a vivid memory of like Mario Kart on the GameCube not working, and his cousin went to the sink and put water in it and it worked.
Damn, nigga, like we blew on cartridges and shit, but y'all putting stuff in water.
Yeah, I used to like talk to it. I used to be like, all right, come on, I need you to. I used to talk to my cartridge I need you to work, please, yo, just for an hour.
Yeah, I remember like my WWF No Mercy cartridge and stuff. I'll be like, please, like,
the CD, not the system. Okay.
So I was like going into the cartridge and stuff and just like plug it into the 64. Like,
man, I used to do all sorts of shit. I would probably break in. I used to fucking clean it with a Clorox wipe and shit. I'd be fucking, it's gonna work.
Tell me what do you like about Noblesse?
Wait, convince me. Is it worth getting into?
I think so. Okay, I'll start. I will not gather up this thought. Okay, so
go ahead.
Designs are really cool. The fights are pretty cool. The settings, like the places they go, like some of the, it's not like a big ass lore, but some of the small events, it's pretty cool. But it does have a formula to it. If you don't like a formula, then you're probably not gonna.
It's extremely formulaic in how they approach some of the stuff in action, where it's like, and like they kind of have like a game breaker character too, where it's like the moment that person comes up, all tension is gone. I think it's funny. I like the action. It's literally the first Korean webtoon online I ever read, so like I'd love for it because I've been reading it for a long time. And one of the first ones I read, so me and Alex read it. I do think they have a lot of cool characters, like Frankenstein. himself is such a boss. Like I really like Frankenstein. I don't know, man. Like it's one of the things because like I know it has like moments where like because even I've been like, okay, I haven't read it for like 2 months and I come back. But like as a bulk, I think you'd be fine. But it's like I wouldn't give it a high priority. But if you ever get a chance to, check it out.
Yeah, I think Laz, honestly, I think you would like it. I don't think you'd put it in like your top, but you'd be like, you know, it was cool.
It was dope, yeah.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is I'm walking into a mid pack possibly,
but is it enjoyable? Is it enjoyable?
But mid that hits.
Yeah.
But mid that
hits.
Yeah.
So what my hero should be, but it ain't.
I've been Josh wants me to convince you to read Madoka Box. You never read that yet?
You know what's funny? I read like the first couple chapters, and I'm like, I wasn't feeling it. And then in my Discord, I'm like, I'm gonna put a Madoka Box like channel thing for suggestions.
Oh,
you're reading the series.
I haven't finished Madoka Box yet. I've gotten like
that's one of my favorite. But you guys know I'm a Nisio Ishin zealot. So
you know what it is? It's like the scans. The scans are okay. They're like, but then it's like my feeling with Liar Game. Like I want to read more Liar Game because I think it's amazing. But them scans be some big mid, man.
Bro, I had to read part 3 JoJo on these tiny little like piss colored stands with like someone edited it with paint.
That was me with part 5. Part 5, it was the one part I read in the Dwayne translations because that's all it was at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And now I see everything's in color. I'm like, bro, that's not fair at all. I don't know, man. Like that's the thing. Like, I think it comes down to like if you have everything, like the Viz translations or like I guess like the everything looks good presented, then like, you can read it. But if it's just looks like trash, and it's only because like the provider isn't doing their job, or they just don't have the materials, that's gonna fuck up the experience. Like,
of course it is. Like you want good quality when you're reading it and stuff.
Yeah, man. Like that's how I feel too. With like damn. Liar Game is just like it's so sad because that thing like to me it gives me so many vibes of Death Note in a lot of ways and stuff, but then just like, bro, sometimes these translations are like out of this world. I'm just like, bro, this is not it. I want putting it on hold. Like, come on, you know? Like
I feel that, man. Sometimes you ever read translations and you're like, that's not what they said. Like, no, for sure, bro. One time for Reborn, I might even spoil it. I remember Suno went. What the? I'm not can do that. I'm like, Suna didn't say that. Who translated this? Yeah. Suna, that Suna cussing like he's like some kind of edgy Sadie.
That would have been great. You know what? I probably would have liked it that much more if he was doing that. He just, what the fuck is this? He's just screaming.
Is where I'm like, okay, I'm done with Hood Street. Was when Nami called like Luffy a twat, and I was like, yeah, where's the gimmick, man? Like, come on, are you serious? Then after that, man, it was stream.
Oda while and he just say fuck it, just start changing channel.
Yeah. All right, Voidus, if you're talking about Monogatari, definitely watch it. If you want to read the light novels, you can go ahead. The light novels are phenomenal, but I don't know if you're gonna buy them or I don't even know if they have. Well, they do have them online to find them. I don't know how you feel about light novels, but if it's about Monogatari, the anime is phenomenal to the point where Nisio Ishin said that. As an adaptation, he thinks is better than his source material work. And the fact of the matter is, certain things in the anime inspired him to continue the story. And I forget something important about the anime, but like it's a great adaptation. Even especially if the creator is like, yo, this shit raw, you believe him because he's the GOAT. He's the best writer out. Okay, he's the best writer.
I want to say this regarding when I got to that. Everything there is on Crunchyroll, no?
I don't have Crunchyroll. I have never had Crunchyroll a day of my life, but I have every episode on my computer.
Gatari's second season and Hamano Gatari, I think it is. So
hold on. Yo, Josh, do you know if Monogatari is on Crunchyroll and stuff? I don't know. Like, let me know. But yeah. I mean, I own a light novels though, but like, I don't have Crunchyroll. I put my straw hat on and I pirate. That's what I do. I'm a torrent monster. Oh my goodness.
I support the mangas when I have money, but I'm broke and this shit expensive out here. It's expensive,
bro. Buying One Piece is in itself. You have to think about how much stuff I like. You know how much comics I buy like every Wednesday.
That's what I'm saying. Like I know you have no money.
like
stuff.
You know,
Like-
even like me, the sustain industry videos and stuff, where I get my pickups and everything. But like
Mhm.
now it's so tough because I usually buy online because it's cheaper. But the Canada Post be wildin', and I can't get like stuff like on time.
Mhm.
Like I got like a Full Metal art book, and I was supposed to come out on Tuesday. I got it only like I think it was on Monday.
Yeah. Wow. What the hell?
Yeah, the guy came like a whole week after. Like, nah, Canada Post wildin'.
That's crazy. I don't know, but yeah, man. Listen, I'm the kind of person where like I'm not telling you to support it, but don't be one of those people who's like, you're ruining the industry. Like, no, I'm not. They're fine. Like, it's not gonna die. It's fine.
It cancels out if you pirate the anime, but you buy the manga. It cancel out.
Yeah,
and they make so much money from merchandising and stuff, like what I said earlier, and toys and body pillows and
Yeah,
whatever.
I'll buy a shirt. They'll be all right.
Yeah, like, like, listen, for like all the comics and books that I like, I buy them. My manga, I buy them. Like, I'm not too big on manga. I don't have too many mangas that I collect. I want to get Magi. I'm planning to get Magi. A lot of ones are like shorter, like Solomon or like A Girl by the Shore, you know, Inyo Asano, like Greatness. Like, I buy all that stuff. I have like in this corner of the world, I have a bunch of those little ones. I have all of Ranma. I have most of One Piece. I'm a little behind right now on One Piece. I'm on what?
Oh, like for One Piece, like
71 volume, I think I have. So I'm behind a bit on that. I have every index, light novel, all the Monogatari. If you look at my comic book collection, it's just like, it's not even normal. Like, go outside. Like, why are there so many comics?
Right behind me, I have the One Piece bookshelves and stuff right there. Like the Jump magazines. Like I have the Bakuman like box set right there. Slam Dunk. You know what I mean? So like that's to me. If it's the GOATs, you sleep right beside me. If you're not the GOAT, you're right there on this other bookshelf.
Oh damn! Okay, all right.
It's levels to this shit.
Levels to it.
If
I got like some Sailor Moon over there and some Vagabond. I got like some random shit, to be honest, because people just like give me stuff. Like they'd be like, "Oh, you love manga, so happy birthday!" And they'd be giving me like manga. It'd be like the most random shit. I'm like, "Okay, I'll take it." Whatever. I don't care.
That was me. I had one random volume of Inuyasha for no reason. I don't remember where it was. You know what's funny too? YouTube and police, if you're listening, stop listening. To complete my my collection for Ranma for I think volume 13 I didn't have. I took it from the library and never get it back. The Toronto Public Library stamp is on the first page.
Yes,
Hey, you better watch out. They gonna send the feds to sweep you out now.
Goodness, bro.
They're about to get you.
Oh my god.
The dude from Soul Eater, bro, Fisher King. They're gonna send that dude out there to smoke you.
Yeah, come smoke you. Stupid.
To be like, yo, remember that remember that manga you took on the 6th grade?
Good Lord.
Mid.
Like I'd be like, at this point, you gotta fight me for that one. I'm dying for that volume.
Like there's times I'm there, I'm like, yo, they have all this. Like sometimes these libraries be out here, man, with volumes. That's how I got into a lot of the series I got into like as a kid. Like I didn't know Dragon Ball had a manga when I was like in the 2nd or 3rd grade, and I saw like this comic book thing, like the actual red volumes. And I was like, oh shit, this is pretty lit. And then like, that's how I got into like Dragon Ball, One Piece, Whistle. They used to be in Jump as well.
Whistle.
Soccer.
Yeah,
and I love that series, man. So this day, I still have to give it the proper reread it deserves. But I read that all when it was coming out in the library, man. But like, so dope, man. But now, like, you see the scans for that, and like, you literally have like, they rip the volumes apart and put it against like I guess like the projectors and stuff, and that's how they just get the volumes like put up there. It's a vis scans, but like they look just horribly done. Like I don't know.
Yeah. Bluefest, no, we're on volume 16 for Index right now in terms of the official translated ones for the light novel. I think from volume 16. I have to check how many I have upstairs, but we're not at 22 yet. We're not there yet. But yeah, the light novel game's been going kind of crazy. I don't know if you guys been knowing that. People be reading them and buying them a lot more.
I need to get them. Like I honestly, because like some of the ones that there's always like anime adaptations. That's basically like here's the anime to go read the light novel. And there's a couple ones when I read, way back when I was like 13, 14 that I watched. And I was like, I've always wanted to read the light novel and just never did. So like Blade Elementor and Problem Children and stuff like that. I want to read the light novel for that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's just that's my mid that be hidden. So might as well finish it.
Okay, so Josh said that Crunchyroll has Bake Monogatari, Nisei, Hana Owari season. Okay, so it doesn't have all of it though.
Oh, that's gross.
I
It's gonna have half of it.
Well, you could get Bake Nisei, but Kizu's not there, and Kizu's supposed to be second. Yo, I do like Doro Hedro Doro. I can never pronounce it, but like yeah, like I'm not caught up. I never was, but I always enjoyed it a lot. I'm skeptical about the anime. I'm cautiously optimistic. I hope it is good. I want it to be good. But I don't know about that one. We'll see though. Do we know who's animating it?
I think it's Opera, no? I'm trying to actually no. I don't think. Hold on, let me actually find that out because it could be that or the other Dora one, the other one by Tezuka.
No, that was the one with we have buff females that big as hell throwing ungodly hands. That's what we talking about.
Yeah, one. But no, there's nothing about studio yet. So just said it got greenlit the anime.
But yeah, I hope it's good though. Like I never want an adaptation to be bad. Unless it like I have to hate a series to wish that it's gonna be bad, and it really isn't that. As much shit as I talk and as much shit as I turn mid, you guys would have a hard time really knowing it's a series that I don't like at all. And people always say Fairy Tail. I don't hate Fairy Tail, you know. Got elite thoughts.
Just mid.
It's not good, but I don't hate it. I used to have a Happy plushie. I like Happy. He's funny. Like, I don't hate Fairy Tail. You know what? I'll tell you what I don't like. I hate Erased. There's nothing about Erased that I liked. I hate that shit. Erased.
I can't believe they really just did that shit verbatim straight. Didn't throw in no like. I think we all wanted it to be different so bad that we faked ourselves. I was like, "There's no way that this man and didn't happen." And I was like, "Okay."
From the second episode, I knew who the killer was, and to the point where I tried to convince myself it could never.
Exactly. I was like, "There's no way that's who it is," and that's exactly who it is. I'm like, okay.
Because I didn't look into that perspective the entire time of like trying to pin like I would know obviously they're gonna be a killer, but I was like, okay, who would be and stuff, and then when it happened, I'm like, oh, okay, let me go read the manga. Then I read, I'm like, yeah. But it was one of those things where I loved watching it like every Thursday night. I'll come back from work, pop it on like 10 p.m. and stuff, and just be watching. But then it's like, man,
I will say this though, y'all, Twitter triggered me though because you're like, when it comes to stories and like I don't care about the Steins Gate anime because it's ugly and it's whack, but the visual novel go. But I mean, yeah, visual novel go. But like oh, when it comes to a story about like time travel and stuff, Erased is clearly better than Steins Gate. And I was like, bitch, what did you just say to me? Episode 1 right now. So I came out some petty shit. Like I can't wait for it to be mid. But I actually like the first episodes a lot. But then I'm like, nah. Then it was trash from there on. But like I was shook for 2 episodes. You had me for a little bit. I was shook.
It's funny though for me and Steins Gate is that like, okay, so it's what 22 episodes, 23.
I think it's 24. I think it's 24. 24. They have that one episode, I believe, and a movie. The movie was like enjoyable, but it's so ugly to me in comparison to the art style of the actual visual novel. Sorry, keep going.
Because basically, like, so it's 24 episodes. Guess what episode I'm on that I felt? And literally, this is me with Him Reborn, but even worse. Okay, guess what episode I'm on?
Is it
23?
Is it 23? So yeah, like one more.
I haven't watched in years.
What a ape!
fucking hated that.
What a ape!
I was like, okay. So this is like a few years ago. I'm like, okay, I was on episode 19. I'm like, okay, let me just get the rewatch in. Watching all over, get to episode 23. I'm like, listen, I need to save this last episode for like a special occasion, and it ain't happened in like 2-3 years.
Yeah,
so you're a sick man, Laz. You're a sick man.
I did that with Mobile Suit Gundam, Iron Blood Orphan season 2. Like I could, the thing is like I couldn't watch that final episode because I was so livid with all the stuff that was going on. I'm like, I can't watch it.
I don't. They made me realize that I don't care about mechs. Like, I just use them as a plot for everything else. But I don't care about mechs like that. And even though I like the original Gundam, I do.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't really care.
Gundam, again, like Gurren Lagann is in my top 10 anime as a mecha, and I don't have that much enjoyment for mecha series, but OG, we're talking the Mobile Suit Gundam, the origin is a fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, that shit hits, but everything else.
That's like the only time I'll buy other mecha stuff, Gurren Lagann and the OVAs for the origin. I need an adaptation for the actual like manga itself, the whole anime for it. It's so flipping good, man.
In Code Geass, they just use their mechs as chess pieces. That's
how
all
do
the
you
mechs
guys
are.
so like would you guys say that like mecha is something you're not into that much? I felt like it took me a long time to really warm up to mecha. Like I'm no mecha stan, I'm no mecha, zealot, but I've learned to appreciate a lot more of them.
I guess my issue is a lot of them, I don't know, they just don't do it the way I feel like they should. It's not necessarily anything to do with it being robots or mechs in general. I just don't like the animation. Like, oh, what's that shit? Darling in the Franxx. Shit's fucking garbage to me. But they got mechs.
Yeah. I don't like Darling in the Franxx at all. I tapped out. I tapped out early, like episode 6. I tapped out.
I tapped out. It was like after the beach episode stuff. I'm like, okay, I'll give it another shot. I'll keep going. Then I got to like episode 11 or something. I'm like, okay, I'm done.
And then like Neon Genesis, like nobody actually gives a fuck about the mechs in Neon Genesis. They care about all the extra shit that's in there.
You kind of right. Who brought it up to me the other day where it's like, I like mech stuff. But I like Neon Genesis. But do you like that mech stuff or you like everything else? And I'm like, kind of right. Like when the mech should be happening, it's not that I'm not engaged, but like I care about the other stuff more.
Right. That's the issue that nobody ever uses the mechs as like the main point of the story, except for Gundam. Mm-hmm. Everybody else is just using the mechs as like, hey, we're doing all this other stuff. Oh, by the way, but we got these mechs. And you're just like, oh, well, all right.
Yeah, but I mean, Code Geass is fine. We kind of spoke about this. I have a problem with the middle of the second season, but it ended strong.
Hey, like when I was younger, I didn't notice it. And I went back and I was like, oh, this whole garbage to the
beginning of the season. It only took me up until I think episodes like 17, 18. Even then, that's already a stretch in itself for me to actually start liking season 2. I did not like it off the gate. Rolo did not give a crap about him, the brother.
Yeah,
his power was so OD. I was just like, what the fuck? What is this?
I do not like it, man. And that's the thing. Like, it has one of the best endings, I think, definitely to an anime. But still, people call it top 10. Like, I don't know, man. I mean, everyone.
I do because I value the ending for a series really highly compared to. I think I've only given like 2 anime or mangas. Actually, they weren't even anime. I've given 2 mangas a pass on the ending. Claymore and Gameron. I've literally given them a pass because you could tell me that's just whack, and I wouldn't argue with you at all. I just like every other part of it and the character so much. But the fucking endings are just like, why? It's so lackluster.
I don't like when the ending that like I feel like it invalidates everything else I did when it's bad sometimes. I'm trying my best now to sometimes just enjoy the ride and what's good about it. But sometimes, I'd be loving something and the ending is bad and I'll just call the whole shit mid.
Yeah, that because it really do because it feels like they really be rushing sometimes. And I'm just like, man.
It's like from chapter 1 to 300, I thoroughly enjoyed it. By the time I get to 300 and to the end, I was like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, Gantz was weird enough in itself already. And then you got to the ending and it was just one big what the fuck the entire time.
Yeah, it's just like they had to accept so many things that were finally coming to fruition in that final arc, and it's just like I don't know, maybe if like the magazine wanted Oku to get out of there or something, but you could tell that they were rushing that thing out, and it just made no sense.
Yeah, I already should have hated for that racist ass panel he was doing, but I don't. I was like, you good.
I think what killed it for me was Reika. Like her character pretty much becoming complete trash by the end of the I think it was either the Italy mission or whatever it was that they were in. After that, I'm like, it's not the same anymore, man. Yeah, I want to see what like, and even the final like fights and stuff. I'm just like, like the last chapter is the biggest pile of shit of all time. Like it doesn't even give you like the perfect closure. Anyways, just like here we are.
Yeah. Hey, thank you for showing up. We did it. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. But yeah. I don't know. I feel like it takes a lot more for me to get into mecha stuff, but I don't hate them. There's a lot of mecha stuff that I've watched now. But I got to get to some OG Gundam. People have been hounding me to watch Legend of the Galactic Heroes for years. I know it's supposed to be. There's so many episodes. There's so many. That's my problem. If it was shorter, I would have watched it a long time ago. But like, I have a hard time sitting through like anime in general now. Like I used to be a crackhead. I used to watch like 20 things a season. I might watch 4 things in a year now, maybe. Yeah, on a good year. I want
the format for me to do it because I can just go right through. I don't have to
mid. Nah, ain't it?
Wait, what?
No, Kill la Kill. I hate Kill la Kill.
I actually like Kill la Kill. I actually like Kill la Kill.
Choice. It was either by Gurren Lagann or Kill la Kill, right? Because I like Kill la Kill quite a bit, but then it's just like, nah, you know, I know it's cheaper, but I'll get Gurren Lagann instead. It's just like, yeah, I like it. I know the storytelling isn't probably the greatest and stuff, but I think what I loved about it was this artistic design, like the way the fights are being handled. And the females are badass, man. I can never take that away from the females, man. They some greatness.
I don't know. Trigger, they're cool. Like I like when they first did like their Little Witch, is it called Little Witch Academy or whatever it's called? Yo, Macross is actually dope. I've watched Macross. I like Macross. That shit's fire. And Gunbuster is fire too. You've been watching Gunbuster, but I also like old animation because I'm a dinosaur. But I was talking about Trigger. Oh, Little Witch Academy, like the initial first movie they did and stuff was like really cool. And then when they came back with their like actual serialized anime, I'm like, why does shit suck? What happened? I don't know. Yeah, people were like, Kill la Kill saved anime. It's a deconstruction of this and that. I'm like, it's not any of that. It's like, I don't care if you enjoyed it, but it's not like, it's cool, stylish.
Wait. Deconstruction of what?
They're like, oh, of the anime genre itself, because you know they're owning the fan service. I used to hear so many stupid takes back in the day when that shit was airing. I was enjoying it.
The only thing that's ever made sense for the deconstruction of anything is Madoka Magica. That's it. Can't even say that about anything else.
Mm-hmm. That proper watch. I remember watching the first couple episodes and I liked it, but it's just I'm like, you know what? I don't know. I'll wait until the right time.
My favorite character died in like episode 5, so
it is by far one of the most sleeper shows I had no intention of enjoying this show. It had no business being as good as it ended up being. It like this was I remember I was in college and I was looking for anime and manga with a predominantly female cast, but that like wouldn't make me want to kill myself because Japan is terrible at female characters sometimes.
Yeah,
right?
they're awful, truly awful.
So finding like actual good like females like for our age demographic, Grand Blue Dreaming, I would definitely get.
Grand Blue's good. I have to kind of finish it. There's so many things
I need to watch that.
But like I got into like Galeodana. I got into I had watched Bubblegum Crisis a year ago, but I rewatched it and I watched Bubblegum Crash after. I got back into the extra stuff from Dirty Pair because I didn't know there was more stuff aside from like the anime, but Dirty Pair, one of my favorites always. I watch it all the time. So Magica Madoka was one of them, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, there's literally no way I'm not doing this. Like, but I'm like, all right, it's like 12 episodes, 13. I'm like, all right, fine. Episode 1, episode 2, whatever, and then kind of like I realized it was Shaft. I'm like, okay, well, Shaft and Monogatari, so you know, let me put some respect on it. Let me give it some chance. And there's a point where there's like a tone shift, whatever you want to call it.
That's what I'm saying. When my favorite character,
and I was like, huh? Wait a minute, hold up. And then it just got more and more and more raw. But it didn't do that thing it does, where it's like it waits till episode like 10 for shit to get. I hate episodes like anime where it's like nothing happens until the 10th episode, and with the last 3 they like machine gun fire the whole plot.
That's terrible. And like you only have 13 episodes. How the fuck do you do that? Like why would I watch this?
Yeah, so it's like I'm kind of bored until episode 10. It's not like that. It picks up a lot earlier. So I was like, and then with that movie, I'm not gonna say what happened in the movie Fashion Madoka, but you thought you couldn't get any more despair ridden? Oof.
Man. And them fight scenes too? Man, they actually did a pretty good job. I was like, I'm shocked. These 2 characters should be hitting like this.
Homer versus Mommy with the time stop and stuff like that was crazy. That was fire. Like it's good. Man. I'll put my name on it. I'll vouch for it. It's a good show. Yeah. When you get a chance, give it a shot.
Yeah. I guess my other problem is now that you brought that up. Oh, go ahead, Laz.
I was gonna say because I think it's on Netflix or Crunchyroll. I think.
Yeah, so, that's what I watched it on. Yeah. It was on Netflix. I was like, I didn't expect. I was like, well, shit, I ain't got nothing else to watch.
Because I heard it was one of the first series. I think Netflix, when it came to them really getting like anime stuff, that was like one of the first ones they got right off the gate. So I mean, I know it's held to high regard and stuff. So yeah,
because it's just shocking. Like if you walk in there with no expectations, you be like, "What the fuck? What?"
Because the thing is, like I see it, I'm like, the lollies. I'm like,
yeah, that's how I felt too. I was like, these characters are too cute. Yeah, the opening, you know, got the happy ass opening, so you just like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. I forgot what series it was like that too. I got into it was the I never bothered finishing it, but it was the one with like these girls. They were like in a high school and they had like the zombies and stuff, like trying to jump them and shit. They came out like a year or two ago. I remember.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I don't remember the name was. Someone in the chat might remember it, but it had that like shocking ending with the first episode kind of thing.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, that's cool, but I'm like, I don't want to keep watching it. Like, I don't care.
I guess my problem with most females, and now I brought it up. The problem is with most female main character casts and stuff like that is that first of all, the archetype's always the same. She's always this happy-go-lucky, like positive, like they're just always the same. They're always the same person. Like you could just flip through 8 different anime. The main girl's the same, just different design, same personality type. I'm like, that's fucking boring. Or if it's not that, they're in some Yuri ass relationship. I'm like, why do we need romance? Period. But that's why I value Claymore so much. Because even though there is kind of a romance, it's not really important, like at all. And that's why I like Ghost in the Shell, and that's also why I like The Garden of Sinners.
Really good. Ghost of Dupido. No, it's not Corpse Party. That's the visual novel doujin game. I played that. That's not what I'm talking about. I cannot for the life of me remember what it was called, Laz. But
I can't remember either. But it's like I remember it was 2015, 2016. It was one of those series. It just came out here. Like it was. I was like, because I heard about like it was similar to Madoka, where it has like a crazy twist, and it's just like this thing. And then I see like this one person gets waxed at the end. I'm like, oh okay. But then I'm like, it's not enough. It's still not enough.
I'm gonna Google girl zombie anime and see if I find it.
That's literally like word.
You gonna have that? You probably that comedy one's gonna pull up.
Yeah, I'm like, what I type in? It gives a commentary there, and just not. That's not it.
No, not that. That's the guys who made Attack on Titan, right?
Yeah, and that's the sad part is I was liking it until they brought the Hyper Beam bullshit, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done.
I was done when these niggas were just dealing with the train the entire time. I was like, please, Train to Busan out.
And it's sad because I was thinking with Nier. Oh yeah, there you go. It's called School Live. It was called School Live, the zombie one.
Let me see, School.
Yeah, the name's called Gaku Gurashi.
School Live. Yes, this is it. Yes, there we go. That's it. Yes, that is it. No, not another. Yeah, not another.
Yeah, because I heard people were saying like that was supposed to be one of the best anime that came out that year, and I'm like, nah. I don't remember what came out that year, but it was there was something definitely better than that one. Oh yeah, Haikyuu season 2. Yeah.
Yeah, but I let the TL stop hyping up anime because I don't even think it's called ReZero or whatever. I don't think it's bad. I just felt like it
gets a lot of hate for no reason.
But I don't get
it.
I don't think it's bad personally. I just don't think it was as great as the TL made it seem. I felt like it maintained a level of consistency that was fine, but I never felt like at any moment I'm like up or down. It was like, yeah, this is solid. And that was my opinion on it.
My thing is though, is that the reason that people hate it is because of
because it's cool to do it.
Well, that and like the main character because he didn't pick the girl that they would pick. And I'm like, listen, I understand, but main characters in anime do that shit all the time. And I was just happy the fact that he owned up to it. He was just like, he's like, I appreciate you, but I love this girl. I was just like, man, they be beating around the bush. Most other anime, they'd be like, oh, I may like you, but at the end of the day, I'm pick the main girl anyway. I'm just like, just don't lie about that shit. Y'all think it's mid anyway. Y'all know y'all like girls who picked up y'all pencil in kindergarten. Like, shut up. Like,
that's why I kind of appreciate like Ori Monogatari, like my love story. Like I love that.
I love that
anime because it goes straight to the point. Like, yo, like I'm trying to hit it. Like, let's go,
bro. Monogatari, ain't no time wasted, man. I'm telling you, stop sleeping.
I know. I told you know what's funny? I say that with you with Monogatari, and I say that with Simi with Kaneko Man.
I'm reading Kaneko Man right now for Simi.
Simi mad at me like I'm not on chapter 200. Like, come on, like give me a break. I'm enjoying it. I'm in the 200s. Kaneko Man is
okay.
Like he should be.
Yeah, it's funny.
Every time I'm on TL, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna like other day, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch She-Ra, Princess of the Power, see if it's good. It should be sigh. I'm like, listen. That's
my favorite.
You're gonna gut to my head like, yo, we don't.
You gonna read? Yeah, people got that in our group chat. People got that for real life too. They be like, fucking read real life. I'd be like, bro, y'all are the only Westerners I know who read real life. Nobody else read real life but y'all.
No, the best is the best is when he tells me though, like you're gonna read it, you go, hooray! Like I love when he does that. He's just like, yeah. I love it. Oh,
or like finally some good fucking food.
Thank you. Like it just like I'm like yo, that's our man. That's our man's though. Honestly,
Gustang coming.
Yeah.
Nah,
Red Brew. Like
nah, send me to go. Me, Simi, and Nikki, and a couple other people, we need to do this fucking Danganronpa stream that we talked about from like 6 months ago, and we haven't done it. I want to talk about the rise and fall of the Danganronpa visual novel series, but we haven't gotten to it yet, or franchise in general, I would say. But shit, I'm an ape.
I was gonna say we gotta do eventually a Persona one, bro. I feel like that's something eventually, if not now, but like soon, we gotta get something like that
for sure.
Because I like it's very tough always finding people who actually truly appreciate Persona. I think it's like me, you, probably like Orphe, definitely. So.
I got like 2 friends like Alan is big on it, but I don't remember if Alan played 3, but I know he played 4 and 5. So Alan likes Persona. So
if I see him next time and he hasn't played it, hey man, I'll bring the PS2 copy of the FES version.
That's how you know I like a game, because if I like a game that much and I need you to play, I'll give it to you. I love the Zero Escape series so much, like 999, Virtue's Last Reward, and Zero Time Dilemma. I gave that man my Vita. Like, yo, play the game here. Like I gave it to him so he could play Virtue's Last Reward.
Persona 4. Like I played Persona 4 like on PS2 originally, but I got into it, and then afterwards when I got like my brother got the PlayStation TV, I'm like, yo, let's buy Golden. Like I need to experience the best version of Persona. So
yeah, I never played 4. I only played Golden. I didn't play the regular 4.
It's nice. It's nice for what it is, because he got the copy where it has a little soundtrack that comes with it on day 1 buy. So it was pretty fire that I had that. So like I'm listening to it while playing.
Yo, my Vita is collecting dust. God damn.
I think my PlayStation TV is in the grave. Currently just chilling in a grave with the Golden copy still in it.
I haven't even turned on my PS4 in a minute. I just be playing my Switch.
I think I haven't actually even said this on stream before, but my keyboard is currently missing a piece, and I'm not gonna. Basically, what happened is that okay, if you're buying online games, people, and you've purchased a PlayStation 4 that's $400, and you got yourself online, at least afford a decent internet connection. I think your service providers in North America can give you that. Please don't play FIFA on McDonald's Wi-Fi.
No.
No.
Listen, last. I feel you. But let me tell you, bro. This internet shit not hitting, fam. None of these provide this Xfinity garbage. Don't fuck with none of this shit. Redneck's got better connection than me, bro. Redneck's got 4 bars. They be out there in the boonies, got better bars than me. I'm like, why am I paying for anything?
I'm on LAN cable too, so like I'll have I'm getting my second LAN cable so I can do stream. But anyway, I play on my LAN cable, and even then, there's times like it'll freeze, and I'm like, bro, I got this set up. I'm about to get this goal, and you freeze, and then all of a sudden it goes backtracking. The other guy scores. Like basically, I smashed in my keyboard and broke it. I don't know if you can see on camera. So basically, like so basically, like you have like this little thing, the clicker on the side. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, see this part right here? That's completely broken because I stopped it.
This guy.
That FIFA gets serious. That FIFA gets serious.
Like 2013 Laz. 2013 Laz threw the controller out the window. I was done with FIFA for like 3 years. After that day, I'm like, I'm done.
Nah, I hate getting mad at games, because anytime I get mad at the video game, I get mad at the fact that I'm mad at the video game. I'm like, do better. Why are you mad at the video game? Yeah. Like, go outside.
I know I'm good. I know what I'm doing is right, but this man has no Wi-Fi connection. Like, yo, he at the McDonald's. He's getting a burger right now. Like, bro, come on.
Yeah. I mean, my internet is like pretty average, I'd say. But like, if I'm downstairs and I'm wired, I'm fine. Like right now, I'm wired. I'm not in my room. I'm in the living room.
Right now. I mean, I have to be on LAN cable for mine.
Yeah. My sister know better than me. I would have to ask her, because Lord knows my connection inconsistent as hell. It'll be going fine next year, and I'll be like, and I'll be kicked. I'll be like,
yeah. Oh my goodness, but yeah, man. I don't know.
Yeah, just to know, if you guys are in the chat and stuff, please, for the love of God, if you have an online video game, doesn't matter, Tekken, Smash, whatever, get a decent internet connection. For the love of God, that's all I ask, man. $90 you can pay for a
Last that he not playing with subscribers and followers. He's not doing it.
Bro, that's it. Hey, we keep it moving. Like, I'm not about that life.
I feel it, man. Especially when I play fighting games. I'm not trying to drop combos because your internet's trash. Like, stop it, you know?
I love my subscribers, but please, for the love of God, just please
do the bare minimum.
Yeah, exactly. Light cables are probably like $20, $30 minimum if you want the good stuff. At least, please do that.
Yeah, I haven't played 2K since Derrick Rose got hurt. Well, I haven't bought one since Derrick Rose got hurt the second time. I checked out.
What the fuck?
I couldn't.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't bought a 2K game in like 4 or 5 years. I literally just played 2K14 over and over and over again.
I never bought one. The only one I got, I think, for free was the one they put for, I think it was 2K16 or 217. But it was the one they had like for free once on the PlayStation Plus.
That's the one I got too. I got it for free, but I didn't buy it, and I was like, "This whole garbage." I turned it off.
Madden 13 once for PlayStation 3, and I was liking it, but I'm like, nah, I'm good on
EA, bro. Like, don't even get me started on EA, bro. Like, bro, we could be here all day if I start talking about EA.
Like, I love my FIFA.
They don't care.
Yeah, EA just be robbing.
They literally be like Ultimate Team. I'm like, work on franchise mode, you fucking cunts. Damn. Like, what's wrong with y'all?
Like, I'm still feeding money into these people for the card.
Right, yeah. Like, that's why I'd be like, can y'all stop just giving these guys money? Because they don't care about anything. It's not Ultimate Team. Hey, y'all ready to buy some new packs? I'd be like, no. This game's garbage.
But you see, this is the thing. If you don't punish these guys for bad behavior, they're gonna keep
That's why I don't do it. I was like, if I buy the game, I'm literally playing it to play franchise mode because that's all I play. I'm not buying. I shouldn't even buy it, to be honest. Shouldn't even buy it. But I'm just like, I'm not playing the Ultimate Team.
Nintendo won't learn shit. Togashi won't learn if you actually buying his manga. And the EA won't learn either. Like,
Nintendo will never die. There's too many Nintendo fanboys. They can do whatever they want forever. EA, it's kind of hit or miss. Some people stop. Some people keep going. Nintendo will never die. They will do whatever they want forever.
Man, but I mean, like, freaking, I just saw in the chat, I think it was, Red Dead Redemption, big goals.
Oh, yeah, how's that, bro? Because you played it, you beat it, right? Yo, man, yo, why you vexed like that?
There's times I'm like playing, I'm like, why is this playing in my head now of all times? I have to go search the video. But Red Dead 2, it's phenomenal. It makes me consider, honestly, the first game as the masterpiece that it is. And 2, it just takes to another level. I know there are people who are kind of like iffy on the protagonist and stuff of the game, but I love that the character.
Yeah, why? They're iffy on it? I thought the first game was really, really good.
Because in terms, John Marston, he's gold regardless in the first game, but the second game, like, they're kind of weird because of, like, I guess the guy's personality and stuff. But I love it because the fact that once it goes deeper into these characters, you come to understand them way better, and that's like where Red Dead really fleshes out these characters. They start getting these little missions and stuff going on. But
this game is really good for like both games. Like, I don't know if there's a better 1-2 combination, to be honest. You can put it against anything, and I say it's equal. We're coming out on top.
What's great about Red Dead 2 is the fact that if I was say, okay, let me get like Red Dead 3 going with like maybe even younger stuff, or like if you want to go into like Jack and like later stuff with him.
Right, yeah.
Do that because they've already fleshed out so much material that's out, and then you could do that. I personally would love to get a Red Dead 3 go into like when John and like Arthur are, like, kids and stuff around then. That would be dope. Because see, like, even a younger Dutch Vanderlyn, bro. And to me, Dutch Vanderlyn, to me, honestly, bro, has to be like the Blackbeard of Red Dead. Like, without question, he gives me the Blackbeard vibes, and that's like he's a top 2 character to me. It's either I have John Marston number 1 and he's number 2, or Arthur Morgan is number 1, but he's always gonna be number 2 at least. I can't have
I always love it. Hey, man, we're coming up with a plan. I just need more time, bro. I need more money. Like, what the fuck, bro? How much money do you need? Like, Jesus Christ, he always got a plan.
Yeah, we got a plan. He's like, don't work, but it's like I do like see, like, now I know why he's like a nut job as a sense, because it's like everything he thought would work out his way just doesn't work out. So it's like,
that shit sucks.
I want to go accent and stuff, but it's just like you really get to understand why he is the way he is. Like, his gang is fucking awesome, bro. When you finally get to meet the Vanderlyn gang, man, everybody in there, that's a whole squad, and it just rips my heart afterwards because stuff. That's all I can say.
Just stuff.
It's like because I got to do like the end game stuff where you see like after event stuff, and I was just like, I was just sitting like looking at my wall. I'm just like, bro, why? But Rockstar, big goal. I mean, I hope they take Game of the Year this year for Game Awards. If they don't, it is what it is. But honestly, top 3 games this year: Red Dead 2, Yakuza 6, and then Spider-Man.
Okay, good list.
Didn't God of War come out this year too?
Yeah, yeah.
God of War is weird because it's like I don't know if I have to play the other games to understand the story, and I don't know. I just don't like. I get people love it, but I just don't have that appeal to it.
They've definitely done a good job that like you could enjoy it by itself, but there's so much you're not gonna like fully appreciate without knowing the prior stuff. But you know me, because I'm a hipster. My game of the years are indies. So
what the fuck did you play that? What did you play?
Bro, if there's an indie game that came out on Switch, I played it. Probably.
Good lord.
That was amazing. Hollow Knight was amazing. What's that roguelike called? Dead Cells was amazing. But some of these have been on PC already though. So don't get me wrong. They don't count. Gris is coming out December 13th, I think, and that game looks phenomenal and like crazy good. I can't wait to play that. Octopath was cool. Okay, yeah, I guess Smash counts. Smash not out yet, but we'll see how Smash is. But if it's mid, you never know. I don't believe it will be, but you never know. What else did I play? The Castlevania fucking other. I can't remember what it's called right now. Curse of the Moon of the Night, whatever it was called. The guys who made Castlevania, I think of them. Mega Man 11 was pretty cool. I didn't mind that. I don't know. I play a lot of shit, bro.
I got some friends in my Discord, and I can't believe they paid $50, $60 for some of these games. Like that MH game that's out. I'm like, I can't believe y'all paid for this shit.
If you pay full price for 1 Euro's Justice, I don't know what to say, man.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, I can't believe y'all really sat here and bought these. And then what else did they get? They bought that Naruto game.
Oh, Boris, yeah. I looked at them like.
I'm really looking at them. I'm like, damn, y'all really out here wasting whole paychecks. Like, I know I don't play video games as much anymore, but I'm like, come on, guys. We really doing this? We wasting whole paychecks.
Too with like when it comes to Octopath, because I wanted to get that game so badly, and I couldn't find no physical copies for it.
I had a good time with Octopath because it's a little bit drenched more in classic JRPG. It wasn't bogged down by all the other things that pad a game out. That's why I had a good time with it. Yeah. But it's you can wait. It's not a big deal. It's fine. Just wait. Can I slander Xenoblade Chronicles too? Because that game made.
Because like I see the 3 chapters and I'm just like I can't do it. There's so many people who like Halo is one of the best games ever, but I'm like.
Yo, that's disrespectful to the Xenoblade franchise itself, or even forget Xenogears. Just
Xenoblade fans though, they different. They big different. I seen them on the TL. Them dudes be moving all sorts of different. Xenoblade, any slander for any Xenoblade, not flying.
They were not fucking with me because like I was playing it. I was having such a good time and stuff, and it was good. It was whatever. But there's like. Something that like you could see there's a good game in here and it's not all bad, but there's just way too many missteps. I feel like people are trying to blow over the bad in the game. Like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is not perfect by any means, but bruh, why am I paying like, well, for me, like $100 plus because like expansion pass in
Canada
beats me. And you have a gacha mechanic in the game. By law of probability, it is possible. It's possible for me to never be able to get every rare blade because I have to fucking roll for it. It's possible. I did 99 rolls of like common rare blades, whatever, the rare ones, legendary, and got none of the red legendary ones. 0. I spent like an hour rolling that shit. I got none of it. I got nothing but common blades, bro. Oh my god, some of these field skill stuff where you have to like, have ice level field skill forestry and stuff, and you're like, yo, this game just jerks you around too much. And I know, I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know. Like I like Xenoblade 1, amazing. I love Xenogears, I love Xenosaga. Xenoblade Chronicles X, I could see why people have issues with it, but to me, that game was fun, especially when you get your mech, your Skell, and you have the flight module and you flying around in the Gundam suit. That shit's so gangster, dog. It was so fun. Like, that game was fun. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, yo, throw it out in the garbage and try again.
Yeah, I think it was which one was it? Chronicles X, I think it was. See, I played it and I was really enjoying it, but what stopped me from playing is the fact that my gamepad charger was like broken, so I could never charge the thing, and I just said, okay, screw it. I'm done. Like,
something similar happened to me in general with my Wii U, where the outport in my system for the HDMI cord just stopped working, so I couldn't play in HD, so I just put it in the closet forever.
saying, yeah, it's like Switch is like I would love playing more of it, but it's just like look, one, I need the online either like there's gotta be more to add for the online. I know there's like indie games definitely, but in terms of like the mainstream stuff, there's gotta be more stuff that's appealing that isn't just always gonna be, let's say it's coming out on Nintendo and it's gonna come out, let's say like PS4, Xbox, like Tales of Vesperia. I love that game and I want to buy it for the Switch, but I know it's gonna be on PS4 and that's probably the best edition.
Probably, yeah.
I'm not even gonna front. I just be playing Tales games for the sake of playing Tales games at this point. I just play so many.
That's kind of like, yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
I love Tales though. The Tales of series, like Exilia, is still I think my favorite next to Vesperia. But the second Exilia too, I know like me and Simi kind of have a difference with that, where like I don't like the story as much, but the gameplay definitely is better. I think it's a vice versa with that with me and Exilia. Exilia one, I feel like its story and game, like the story is where it like shines. Gameplay is like. It kind of feels a little tinge rough, but yeah. But I think after that, when it got to I forgot what was the one, not Berseria, but Zestiria, I was like, this is some trash. Like I'm done. I was like, yo, I'm good. I'm good on Tales for a little while.
I've only played Symphonia and the one with Crow. That Bestiria.
Oh yeah,
that's the only two I've played. I'm not Tales.
Vesperia, because the thing that stopped me from playing it was because there's ties to Vesperia, and I'm like, I'm good.
I didn't buy it though.
See, I didn't either. I got it for cheap. I got it for like $20 or something. Well, I did buy it.
My friend had the game and I just took it for like a week and I gave it back to him. Like, I'm good. You can have it back.
Oh, did any of y'all play the new Soul Calibur? I've yet to play that.
Yeah,
I'm not a Soul Calibur guy, to be honest. I'm such an ape because there's games that I've bought in the past or almost buy like nowadays for one character. Bro, I saw 2B and almost bought the game off the muscle just because 2B's in it.
Oh wow, damn, you really out here.
Bro, I love Yoko Taro's a genius. Okay. I love J.K. God and I love my Nier. Okay. So I see 2B, I was like, yo, I'm gonna have to buy this. Like, yo, why are you buying? You're not gonna buy this game for one character, you ape. Stop.
Did you play the original Nier?
Yeah. You know what? I played Automata, but I have not played the original Nier.
I've played the original Nier. I've played Drakengard 3. 1 and 2 I haven't played. I played, but I know what happened just because like videos and stuff and research and stuff. But that nigga is crazy. Like Yoko Taro's mind is crazy. But Drakengard 3, Nier, and Gestalt and Replicant. I actually played Gestalt and Replicant and played both. Yeah. So Brother Nier and like Daddy and Daddy, the dad and the brother version, and then I played Automata, like fire.
The original Nier weirded the fuck out of me, but I enjoyed the fuck out of that game. It was weird though.
It's just like story wise, like he considers it somewhat better than the Automata. But for me, Automata, it's tough because Automata definitely I think is great, like story wise and stuff. Because there's some stuff in Automata I was just like, holy shit, this is some next level stuff. But I think it's the ending. There's parts of it I'm just kind of like. It wasn't clicking, but then like when it got to what it needs to get to, it was really good.
Oh, here's the issue about Yoko Taro. He's one of those guys who his series is multi-franchise. If you're not paying attention to stage play, the light novel, the manga, and all the other supplementary material, you're not getting the full picture. There's so much more that happens. And
I'm saying. I didn't know that either.
So much that's explained that's not in the game, but like shit that happened after the game that explains the ending and stuff before.
Oh damn! Because I'm like Laz out here. I'm just playing. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
just like what?
Are supposed to be connected, so I'm just like, okay, I'm playing. Like Dark Souls, like I didn't know like Demon Soul, like which is stupid because Dark Souls, Demon Souls, same brand. So like that was the worst because I played Dark Souls 2 the first time like years back, and I'm like, wait, I thought I was in some end game shit, and I just started the game. I'm like, okay. I'm
with Simi on most of those fucking terrible ass level designs. And they don't teach you how to play that shit. Fuck that game.
Even though I truly love Bloodborne. Like Bloodborne was fucking awesome. That's a game I would like delete my files and just restart again because that was such a great game.
I've had that game downloaded for like 3 years, and I made a character. I played a little bit. I died like 3 times, and then played it again.
It's great, man. Trust me.
You're different, bro. You're different.
I know it's good. I just never get back around to it because I played Neo, a good amount of Neo. I didn't own it; it wasn't mine, but I played a good amount of Neo and I had fun. But I think Bloodborne is better than when I played a Neo. But I don't know. I'm just an ape. Yeah. I suck.
Yeah, I mean that's how it was too. Like I would never give it another shot, and then I played Bloodborne for like I got it for like $15 once it was on Amazon on sale, and then it's like Dark Souls 3 is gonna come out. I'm like, all right, I'm playing this, and Dark Souls 3 is great too. I think definitely, but it's like Bloodborne. I think from a gameplay standpoint, I think it's better. Story wise, I would give Dark Souls 3 just a tinge more, but it's not really saying too much.
And the lore in Dark Souls though is just confusing in general. It's just what
sometimes it makes sense, and sometimes it just I don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like it's sounding cool.
Trust me, I've spent it not most of it don't even like I won't say it doesn't connect, but it's not like it's matter. It's not like Skyrim, like where most of the shit like matters, and it's just like, oh, that's cool. In Dark Souls, it's just kind of like at the end of the day, this shit really don't even matter that much.
Or for lore's sake, they're not actually like they're very visit and stuff. But okay,
I can never get into Skyrim at all ever.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Oh, see, I like medieval stuff. So anything like that, like Shadows of Mordor, Skyrim, shit like that. I gotta play it because like I'm into Middle Earth.
Before we kind of end it off, because I want to wrap it up kind of soon, because I'm getting hungry. I want to go make some food and then go back to Stardew Valley. I'm trying to farm, baby. Yup, on my track.
I'm eating hot Cheetos.
I'm broke. On my track. Can't farm. Niggler Farms, you know what I'm saying? That's what I call my farm, Niggler Farms, right? But yeah, what's a good song, bro? Kingdom Hearts 3, yo, how you feel about Kingdom Hearts in general right now?
I'm hyped. I'm definitely hyped. Together trailer, I liked the fact that like it didn't say too much. Like it's telling you like some things are gonna go.
Wait, I haven't seen the trailer after the Aqua one.
Yeah.
I am a Kingdom Hearts stan to the end of time. I literally hate one game. And even though I wouldn't say it's a terrible game, but I hate that fucking card game. I hate that shit. With every fiber in my being, I fucking hate it.
I played the Game Boy Advance version before.
I did. That's why I hate it. I remember being a little kid at 7, 8 years old playing that shit and hating it.
How do you feel about this franchise in general? Like the direction it's gone in, you know, some of the practices of like putting it on multiple systems or something like that. Like, how do we feel about that?
I mean, I'm not stingy like that. I'm not someone who cares about like it needing to be an exclusive, but I don't know.
I just feel like it's one of those things where it's like exclusive to Sony and stuff or whatever, right? For so many years, or like even with like Nintendo and stuff. But then now it's like you're putting on Xbox, and I'm just like, I mean, it's not to disrespect Microsoft fans, even though like I think there's some mid, but it's just like, yo, like Kingdom Hearts has and always will be known for being on PlayStation and for being on the Nintendo. Like, I don't know. I just feel like that, like especially like a big thing like Kingdom Hearts 3. I get why they're doing it. They want everyone to be part of the experience. I don't know if it's gonna be on PC or not. But it's like, you know, everyone wants to get a shot at least playing this game because it's the final part of the Xehanort saga.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like my worry too, because I don't know if it's gonna retain the same value of the experience of Kingdom Hearts as a whole after Xehanort, or it's gonna completely like go down.
Facts.
And that's my fear. Like, I love Kingdom Hearts a lot, and it's just like I don't know if I can see it still keeping up the same value it did. Like, not to say it will be like the Final Fantasy, because Final Fantasy like has like up and downs, like good games and stuff that are there. And then I get to the later parts aren't as strong. Like 15 is also a good example for that. But it's like, I don't know. I mean,
I've always liked the combat system way better, but I agree with you. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen after this, because like one part I'm gonna have a problem with, like if they plan to make something after the Xehanort, how they're gonna keep up like the Disney aspect of it. I guess you could say.
Sora's not gonna really. Let's say Sora's not the main character. Like, who then? Like, how are you gonna build?
Right.
This kid,
make him a Keyblade master or something. But like, okay, so here's what I kind of want to get into, because like, listen. There's not many things in this world that I like a lot. One Piece, Monogatari, Avatar, Kingdom Hearts is in that category, right? As much as I am like immune to slander and stuff, right? There's always a part of me that hurts anytime someone didn't enjoy something I liked a lot, like Tower of God or like One Piece. I am literally unfazed by Kingdom Hearts slander because I understand all of it. So anyone who doesn't like it or has something bad to say about it, the story's too convoluted, it's dumb, this and that and the other, I understand. I never get mad. I still like my dumb, goofy, overly complex, convoluted story with Disney characters and Final Fantasy characters, but Jesus Christ. Sometimes Kingdom Hearts comes up and I get upset. The first thing I feel is rage, because I'm like, bro, what the fuck is Nomura doing to my story with this? Oh my goodness. The foreteller bullshit from that cover and Kingdom Hearts Key Unchained.
Hey, chill out.
Yo, all of that is garbage. Just throw it away.
Man.
Just delete. Just try again. Just highlight all of it and press backspace. All that.
I'm not gonna front though. I think I became truly enamored with the Kingdom Hearts experience the moment I played Kingdom Hearts 2 and Roxas existed, and just like that whole prologue. Because I was like, at first I was like, where the fuck is Zora? Where is Zora? What the fuck is this shit? Then I played by the end of the prologue. I was crying. I was like, damn, I gotta go back to school. I'm like in 4th grade. I was like, go to class the next day.
For me, it was 3582 Days is where I was truly hooked. Like the first game I did come to appreciate it, but 3582 Days, that whole story and stuff with Axel, Shion, and like Roxas, then that's where I started to really feel for 2 afterwards with Roxas' story. Like
the biggest thing I hate, the biggest thing I will never forgive Kingdom Hearts for is that this nigga Roxas beat Riku and they didn't even show the scene properly. It's the worst fucking thing in the world. How do you tell me that Roxas beat Riku in regular mode? Where that nigga, he was like, how many times do I have to beat you? Nigga Riku got up, turned into Ansem, and waxed that nigga again. I was, what the fuck is this shit? Worst scene ever. Yeah, and I love Roxas. I think Roxas is like the second strongest Keyblade wielder after Aqua. That's my personal opinion, though.
It's wrong because Riku out, but
fuck that nigga.
Riku goal, but Riku has been my goal for a
man.
time.
Fuck that darkness merchant. I don't fuck with him.
We stand. That's what Levy should be.
We edge yo. Yo, Riku to go. He's like
yeah.
Okay, here's You're talking about time travel in the chat. Yeah. That was dumb in Dream Drop Distance when they kind of retconned like the nobodies actually do having hearts, even though you can kind of guess that a little bit. You must discard your body. You can only travel back to a point where you've existed, and then when you travel back, you forget all the shit you did. I'm like, bro, why are you doing the most to overconnect everything in Hearts, bro? And I'm not forgiving him for the foreteller shit. He forced me to play that shitty ass mobile game for like 500 little episodes and games, and like nothing happened. And the shit that happens, none of it makes any kind of sense. Like, I hate back cover. The fragmentary passage was fun to play, but I feel like with that addition in 2.8, you ruined one of the best scenes in Kingdom Hearts. You ruined it. I can't. At that point, I just for me, it's like, bro, you made that entire game to canonically explain why Mickey had no shirt on in Kingdom Hearts 1 when he closed the door of darkness. As far as I'm concerned, like, I think if I remember correctly, because it's been a while since I revisited Kingdom Hearts, I think it was called Blank Point. Somebody in the chat remind me if I'm wrong.
Well, yeah, the 2.8 or
no, this is when Aqua and or Diz or Ansem are in the realm of darkness in the dark.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, he's talking about, oh, like we nearly felt the darkness twice, and it's like, oh, you know, we've been saved. It's like, oh, is it Terror Event? It's like, no, his name was, and everyone's like, Sora. And then she like remembers that was a little boy she met one time shed a tear, but and the stuff was like, bro, now that you've added the scene where Mickey explains that to you almost right before you go and meet Ansem, it is a hit to save. You over-connected the story. I'm like, bro,
get
this scene out of here, man. That's so fucking.
I can't believe Mickey left her in the realm of darkness though. Why did you do my girl like that?
Yeah,
you could just tell that he's not like he's not writing with thinking what the future is. He's just writing to go, and then he keeps trying to explain things that don't make sense. Adding more explanations that don't make sense, bro. Every foreteller is stupid. Maybe not Lucio, just because Lucio did his own thing, but the Era, all the rest of them, Unicornus, whatever, all dumb.
Oh, Josh said Blank Point was the secret ending to Birth by Sleep.
That's the one I'm talking about. Yeah, it's a Blank Point. That's what I meant. Yeah, that one. Well, you know what I'm talking about. But like, yeah, man, like, God, Jesus Christ, like, I love this game. I love the story. I can't wait for 3, but I miss when the shit was just like
My God. Aqua, the greatest Keyblade wielder in the world. There's nobody better.
I'm okay with that. I can agree with that. She was the only person in Birth by Sleep that wasn't like brain dead. Terra, dead. Yo, even Ericus, brain dead.
He was big brain dead. I was like, bro, you failed all your apprentices.
Yeah, that's sad. That's sad for me, man, because I liked Ericus a lot. But it's just like, yeah, like when you look back at some of the stuff this guy was like, Terry was like weird because it's like I didn't like when people would go after him and slander him. Like, what's wrong with? But come on, why would we slander him? Then it's like when you really get to see his character, it's just like, okay, like his voice.
He's so dumb. Yeah, that's like I'm like Terry. You're supposed to be rawer than this, fam. What are you doing?
But when he pulled up with that line when he was facing Xehanort, he's like, "My master, no, my father." I swear to God, that was like one of the moments I was like, "What? You know, that's his dad, like legit." But he views him as his dad, so I was like, "Yo, what?"
And I remember when I first saw the trailer. This is the first time I ever heard Kingdom Hearts Japanese, and he was like something about Xehanort, watashi wa no kokoro da.
Yeah,
shit is fire. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts still go. Don't get me wrong, that's my shit. I'm a crackhead.
Yep, for sure.
But I don't know. This story did not go where I thought it was gonna go.
I mean, but you can say the same thing about Final Fantasy sometimes. They be whack.
I don't play Final Fantasy, so I can't.
See?
That's interesting. You never played 7?
I played 1. I played Crisis.
All right. That's funny. I only played 7, nothing else.
Yeah, you were the one. You were the one who told me they played Crisis Core, and you kept fighting for like a long ass time.
Yeah, because I was like, bro, I'm playing. I'm like, wait, am I supposed to die? Like, and I'm just like,
nigga was playing for 3 hours. He was like, level 9.
Yeah, with the potions and everything that was going on, like the stat boost, so like my defense can stay up and everything. And I'm just like, wait, I'm supposed to die?
My hands going numb.
Yeah. Bro, you put the pause button to go use the washroom or something.
Right. Even man been playing for a whole day. Like, he like, why is level not over yet?
But you know what, man? Crisis Core though is still big goal because, man, the ending of that game, man, it hit like a ton of bricks. Because I love Zach Fair, man. That's my guy.
That's my favorite game. Crisis Core, my favorite game. Then Lightning, because I just really like Lightning.
Sorry, my favorite is Dissidia too. That's my favorite. And Chocobo Racing kind of raw.
In the city, the cutscenes, the interactions are always funny as shit to me. In the city, but y'all wildin'.
But yeah, man. But anyways, you guys, thanks for joining us in the chat. Yo, 700 subs. I appreciate it. We all here.
Hey,
Ape 2 was successful. We had Ape Pilot, Ape 1. Now we got Ape 2. 700 subscribers. Thank you, Vince and Laz, for joining me.
No problem, brother.
We've been streaming for a long time because we hopped on One Piece stream from 12 and
yeah.
Damn, y'all out here.
And I'm probably gonna be streaming later. Well, not me, but I'm jumping on another stream tonight. So it's just gonna be a busy day.
Stream day, yeah. But anyways, you guys keep it real. I'm gonna be out. And never forget Riku to go.